Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
Hello guys, welcome to the eSports President Showdown Series Season 6 of Valorant, powered by Crucial by Micron. Our GP partner is Zodiac Gaming and the media partner is XCREW. It's me, Rada, along with Navy, Anna on the desk as well. And Anna, it's day 4 already. A lot of action has happened. Yes. A lot of interesting 2-0s and 2-1s, close cutthroat matches, and a lot of chases has been there in this competition of Season 6. So what do you think what is going to happen today?
Today is going to be definitely one of the closest matches that versus WP for the first, and I think that's the most awaited ones so far, because both of these teams have been having a flawless run on the upper bracket so far, and this is the last upper bracket match where both teams get to have a flaw, because one of them will move into grand finals and one of them will have to come back all the way from lower bracket. So I think this is one of the most exciting ones other than grand finals.
I agree, because as per the schedule, definitely DUPG ESPORTS versus XCREW, this particular matchup is very important because it's just one step away from the grand finals. Any of that particular team, maybe DUPG ESPORTS, maybe XCREW, one of these teams are going to reach out to a marker where they're going to qualify for the grand finals, which will be a BO5 of course, but reaching out to that marker is going to be equally tough. As you rightly called it out, it is going to be very, very challenging for both the teams, no doubt in that. But talking about lower bracket round 3, again, the fight for survival. I think the qualification is something which is on a different end, but at the same point, the fight for survival in a particular season, that is where the real game comes out from a particular team. But anyway guys, let's talk about the stakes as well, because there is a prize pool which is on the line.
Exactly, and it's no less. It's a huge amount of 1 lakh INR, out of which 50,000 goes to the first place winner, and second place winner will be getting 30,000, while third place goes with 20,000.
It's going to be interesting, no doubt in that. The prize pool obviously raises up the bar. There has been 5 seasons, and in every particular 5 seasons we have seen a lot of evolution in terms of individual play styles and also the adaptability that the players have made. Obviously, roster changes are inevitable when it comes to Valorant, so for that reason, we've seen bigger names falling down, and in the past, when it comes to brackets, some big names are already out of the competition. But no worries, guys. The competition still goes on. Now we are left with, if I'm not wrong, top 4 teams from the top 8 who qualified for the playoffs. So these top 4 teams are here to demolish each other, maybe possibly qualify for the grands. Because if you are in the grand finals, guys, you are actually having either 50,000 or 30,000 chunk in your favor. You will be the part of that prize pool. But yeah, 4th position is somewhere you will not get anything apart from the glory of being in the top 4.
Absolutely. So the lower bracket finals, when they happen, like, we will be able to figure out which one team is not gonna be able to be a part of the overall prize pool share. But then again, that's just the prize pool share. Other than that, we do have quite a lot of reason for each one of them to keep fighting and keep marching forward, which is again the title itself and the overall positioning.
See, I think now that we are already in Day 4, players have actually seen each other's strategy, specifically talking about Season 6, because when we were talking about Day 1 or Day 2 or maybe even Day 3, obviously a lot of players were not aware about what the competition is, but now they do know. Looking at the brackets, teams like XCREW and 05.exe, a very big surprise, to be honest, a very big shock to us all that these 2 teams were out on day number 1 of the stream as well. And at the end, we have teams like Celestial Esports after that going out, and then even 120 FPS not being able to qualify to the next stage. But Aravata Esports, maybe they're going to have a longest run at the end, because they initially in the very first game dropped down to like the lower bracket round 1, they qualified to lower bracket round 2, and now they have qualified their spot to lower bracket round 3. And guys, a quick note that this is a rebound matchup or redemption matchup for the sides of Asterix and Aravata Esports, because Aravata Esports was beaten down by Asterix in the day 1 of the upper bracket quarterfinals. Now that they are in the lower bracket, both of these teams are in the lower bracket round 3. Both of them are fighting for the survival. So let's see who's better.
Exactly, it's definitely going to be one where Aravata Esports will have to come back from all the losses that they've seen already from the side of Asterisk, and just put their belief in all the wins that they've had across the way to be reaching this point where they can fight again. So it's definitely going to be a mental reset required for the side of Aravat, and also a very dominant run from the side of Asterisk as well. So both the teams will have a lot to do. But for the first matchup, we will have XCREW versus DUPG.
Yeah, a matchup that we all love to see. A fight, a competition where a lot of tails are going to turn, a lot of performance is going to get impacted. XCREW as an individual team, definitely quite amazing, but at the same point, DUPG, they also are here to dethrone their opponents. And if I'm not wrong, XCREW was the runner-up of the previous season, Season 5 of the Showdown series. So let's see. And they redeemed themselves this time and be there as the champion of Season 6. Let's wait and watch, because obviously a lot of things are going to change. It is going to be a BO3, guys, so the competition is going to be on par at the same point. So let's just wait and watch. Let's look at the rosters. From DUPG, we have individuals like Disease, A-Star, Caramel, NV2K, and Hybrid. And when it comes to Caramel, this Sentinel, it's not going to let you go. Let them pass, let the opponent pass.
Exactly. We will have to see how this turns around, because DUPG, the way they've been playing, I mean, I do feel that XCREW has a very big challenge to face here. But then again, you never know. Somewhere down the line, they might be just able to find something that works out for them and just puts a lot of question marks on the existence of XCREW. Like we saw yesterday, the way Eravat was playing.
We'll talk about that. But for now, let's see what XCREW has to offer. We have individuals like Saron. On that Jet, or a particular duelist, this guy is just absolutely amazing. Gorange, yeah, in Abyss he didn't really pop off, but after that, if you see the last map, they were able to come back quite smoothly into the picture. Lavish, and we have Arjun, and it's Ash as well. It's Ash with that Cypher pick or KJ pick has been phenomenal. The backstab that he is able to build with that Sentinel, that is somewhere the other team, DUPG Esports, needs to figure out that how the play is going to go. But looking at the map picks, pretty conventional, to be honest. It's just the sunset that is bit out of the context for me, but at the same point, we have already seen in past 3 days a lot of sunsets, so a lot of time in decider. This one is again going to be a decider sunset, but I do think that this particular BO3 might actually go to a decider because of the very fact that these 2 teams are very good and they are fighting the upper bracket finals. They've beaten a lot of teams now that they are here. I don't think so they're going to let it go that easily, or maybe a 2-0 is something that might happen or not. We need to see that, but it will be starting on the map of Ascent, a pretty conventional map. the defenders will be having their joy, which is, of course, DUPG.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll see how this turns out because DUPG, the way they've been playing is pretty fantastic. I mean, we've seen every single player from the side of DUPG just walk back in. There's a lot more on the line for this team. Caramel is still trying to come back into the top 3. He has that to work for because he just got thrown down recently.
Yeah.
And then we also have Ceylon trying to hold on to his own position. So both the teams have, their own personal agendas as well here. And alongside that, I feel DUPG overall would want to maintain that no maps dropped sequence. So let's see.
Yeah, but talking about the agents, Lavish locks in the KJ and eventually Goransh has got the Sova. So it's a pretty conventional pick from the sides of attackers. There's nothing new coming in from their corner. But NB2KF locks in that Yoru. I definitely want to see how that happens. But there was a meta in good early days that we got to see Phoenix as well into the play. And now that on 19th we already have seen the patch note, a very huge buff coming in for that Phoenix. Is somebody else going to pick it? So far it looks like it's highly unlikely. But DUPG, they want to just break the conventional approach and completely bring in something new. Like they have Ramel playing on a Cypher and a double Sentinel approach, to be honest, because Isar is actually locked in Deadlock. To be honest, Deadlock is a particular Sentinel which can actually hold off a particular side, but at the same point, if you have double Sentinels in defender sides, you definitely are going to have a lot of advantage. Even on attack with those sonic sensors, you can actually clear off the backstab a lot, and at the same point, you have that Gravnet and Barrier Mesh and all those utils are going to be absolutely impactful. And at the same point, guys, Annihilation has also got some tweaks now that the update is already here.
Exactly. And I mean, I feel that being able to adapt to the update as quickly and being able to function on it is going to be super important for all the teams. And seeing that DUPG has gone with a completely unconventional approach here, I feel like they might just be bringing a lot of surprises to the table. As you mentioned, the overall composition is very defense favored. The map is defense favored. They're playing defense first.
Right.
So there's a lot they can put in their own advantage before the second half begins. And if that number goes really high, there's just not a lot that can be done from the other side.
See, with this kind of setup, I think they are aiming for at least an 8-4 scoreline. 7-5, I don't think so. That's going to be justified. That's going to be comfortable for them because they might lose their attacking pistol round and then eventually the bonus buy respectively. So that can easily compensate and bring a scoreline of 7-7. So an 8-4 at least would actually put them in a comfortable spot where they might lose the pistol round in the second half and then lose the bonus buy. But after that, whenever the full buy comes through, the scoreline will be 8-6. You still will have a 2-round buffer, which is honestly not that enough, but still enough to put you in a good spot that, yeah, we still have the advantage, we can still pull through, and eventually there are some more room to make mistakes and figure out what is happening on the attacking half. Because yeah, with this whole approach of double sentinels, I think that Cypher might not be that useful. Cypher can always be there for the lurk, but at the same point when it comes to deadlock, while attacking, especially on A mains or B mains, whenever you get to see somebody overcommitting, somebody trying to overstep the boundaries and trying to just go be aggressive while being the defenders, you can use that Gravnet to completely hold them off, because then not even the dash is going to work or something else. Whatever you have got, nothing is going to work. You have to sit down, press the F button and eventually pull out that particular Gravnet, depending on your key mapping, whatever you have in the game particularly. So all of that is going to be difficult. So for that reason, I do believe deadlock is going to be beneficial. I want to see what is the impact of Cypher now.
Absolutely. I mean, I think one of the reasons people were so adamant at picking Cypher on this particular map has been because you do want to make sure that you have your angles covered while also making sure that you have players being picked off. But then again, after the nerf that Cypher has gotten, it's become slightly difficult to catch people in your tripwires, but yet not so difficult still. So I think as long as you combine it with a smoke, you might still be able to get away with it and still get information that you can capitalize on. But I need to see how that works around. I definitely have to see how that works around, because I was loving Caramel on a Killjoy. I don't know if I'm very happy with the shift to a Cypher.
Maybe he's going to make us happier with his playstyles. That really depends on how they're going to approach this defensive half, because honestly, these first 12 rounds are going to be very important for both the sides, honestly. But for DUPG, it is going to be important because they have decided to go with a type of selection of agents which is specifically meant for the defense side. They have double sentinels, they have a smoke, they have a good initiator to work with, and if I'm not wrong, Envy also logged in the Yoru. So would love to really see how that impact is going to bring to the table. But yeah, in Bind I've seen Envy doing something phenomenal with that Yoru, but I don't know about Ascent. So my question is with Envy, not Caramel, because I know that Caramel on a Sentinel on attack can find a lot of value because he is very good with his 1v1 duels. 90% of the time we have seen Caramel winning his 1v1 duels. We're not even talking about the past 5 seasons. We're talking about this exact season 6 already. In the last 3 days, whenever we got to see DUPG Esports, whenever we got to see Caramel coming in, he was the guy who was getting a lot of picks in his favor. And if I'm not wrong, Caramel is the lad who has got the highest frags as well in the level up leaderboard.
That he is, but I mean, even with the highest number of frags, he's not moving up on the overall leaderboard. Yeah, but today's his day. He might just be able to change that around because it was just a 0.2 difference in overall points. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to, accumulate those and just climb up the leaderboard. But yeah, that's just the personal one of it. But I think NV2K also has a bone to pick because he was in top 4 MVPs. But then he got kicked out by 2 other players coming into the picture. So I think Caramel and Envy both will want to climb back into the top 4 MVPs section and just, have their claims made with all those MVPs coming in their way, which they both have been acquiring very easily for that team.
Let's wait and watch. Let's see how that happens. At the same point, I believe that every single round in this particular matchup is going to matter the most, but for the defense side, specifically for DUPG, yeah, 8-4 is what I'm looking at. I don't know how they're going to get it because XCREW again is not a squad which is going to let it go that easily. They also know how to redeem themselves, and now that Ascent is a very conventional map, we have seen a lot of action in every BO3. Honestly, there has been 90-95% of the chance that Ascent will come. Maybe on the first map, maybe on the decider, maybe on the second. Most of the time on the first or second map, not in the decider. So Ascent is a map particularly which a lot of players have already played, and when it comes to these competitive individuals, they already know what they need to do and how they need to fulfill their dreams and eventually push themselves. But even when you know that you are good, you know that their opponent might be better than you. You know that maybe they're coordinating better than you on this particular day. So all of that is going to be get counted, and every single round, to be honest, that's why it's going to matter, because in every single round we might get to see some crucial 1v4s, maybe some clutch moments. Yesterday we got to see a lot of clutch moments coming in, and day before yesterday, Wave. That was a day for Wave, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, the way Wave was playing the day before yesterday was just miraculous. I mean, he literally pulled the team out of real shambles. But yesterday was a homeboy day, nonetheless. The way homeboy was just going ahead, coloring everything his way is completely unimaginable. Man had literally taken away kills from his own team. He was like, I'm not giving anyone the chance to even take a fight. He just kept getting more and more frags for himself. But then 120 FPS did have to bid us goodbye. So not the best of results for Homeboy, but still a close one enough.
It's like that individual impact that a player makes. But again, guys, Showdown series has always been a series where we talk about a team particularly, not the individuals. Obviously, for the individuals, we do have the level up leaderboard. But if you are not there on top 3, rat goodies are not coming your way. So in order to be in the top 3, I think you need to sustain with your team till the end of the competition, get as many as maps to play with, and get that benefit of having frags in every single particular map. That is exactly where Caramel, individuals like some of the players like 69G is trying to have. Even when they are not in the competition, they've already made a marker that we have secured that many points in our favor. We are still going to be on the top, and you can try. The other teams are trying. The other individuals are trying to be there on the top of the level up leaderboard. Now that leaderboard is important because it tells us the individual impact that a player can bring, and at the same point, the rat goodies that are going to be there. But at the same point, when it comes to the Showdown series, what matters the most is how and when you are going to qualify to the next particular stage. Are you going to qualify straight up from the upper bracket, or you're going to drop down like Aravata Esports to the lower bracket and then fight back? Now lately they have done some good job, no doubt in that. Great performances coming in from their corner, but now today is the match where they once again need to redeem themselves, because they have already lost for the first time against the Masters. Again, they're going to redeem themselves or not, we need to know that as well, but that will happen around 3 PM, I believe.
Yes, that's going to be the second match of the day, and from there we will end up bidding one of the teams goodbye, and then whoever remains, everyone is going to have a chunk in the prize pool, but they'll still have to fight for the biggest one.
Yeah, #1. being the champion of Season
Yes.
6. That is the glorified spot where everybody wants to sit. But yeah, from the upper bracket, obviously one of these teams are now going to get an opportunity to straight up be there in the grand finals and at least become the runner-up. That's exactly where XCREW would be eyeing for. But DUPG, again, they want to maintain that undefeated reign of terror of their own. Same goes for XCREW as well. But obviously, guys, that's a reality that one of them is going to drop. That's all we are going to witness. The chaos, the retaliations, the fight, it is all there to be there in the grand finals.
Exactly. And I just cannot wait to see how it's going to unfold. Because again, I mean, call me anything, call me biased if you want, but Caramel is one of the most favorite people I've seen playing on this particular, series. Every season, I mean, I like to watch his play. He's just very good with his aim, at least.
Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. The trigger discipline that he's got is absolutely amazing. And initially, when he started playing, we got to see him on a duelist role, but lately we can clearly see him on Sentinels. See, I also believe even that on a Sentinel, in a particular team, the aim needs to be absolute 100%. The best guy
Yes.
that is there in your team, with the respect to the trigger discipline and aim, should play a Sentinel role, because that guy can create a lot of space, a lot of flanks, a lot of fakes can be converted from his corner. He can actually find a lot of value. Obviously, when it comes to a duelist, we usually assume that duelist needs to be there with the highest aim prowess, and eventually he needs to get a lot of value. Obviously he needs to, but the role of duelist is basically take space in a side, be the first one to enter, following the support coming in from his teams. But anyway, guys, let's dive into the action. The first round is already run. XCREW has taken the lead in it. DUPG, will they be able to retaliate with this bonus buy against them?
We'll find out. This is definitely going to be one of those rounds where the defense is going to have to wait and watch what happens next. I mean, DUPG, yes, they do have a complete composition which is very defense favored, but they also have a composition which requires a lot of utility to be able to perform at its best. And hence, I think the first round actually did not go in their favor at all. However, the second one is where we will get to actually see the details of all of it. And I kind of believe that it's still going to be an XCREW round yet again, thanks to the weaponry advantage. But after that, we might see changes coming in.
I do believe that. There's a good chance that this particular round is particularly going in the favor of XCREW. That KO 0 point is going to suppress, get the info that they need. Yeah, there you go. Omen has been suppressed. What will they push in? Envy, holding off the Kabi region. There's a classic in the hand of Omen. Patiently waiting. Takes the top, give up the info. But look at Jet. He's out there. He knows that Caramel is a guy who loves to go for a flank, who is really aggressive on his stance. So maybe for that reason, Jet is out there. But I don't think so. A Jet on that flank is a very wise choice. Those dashes and eventually the tailwinds can be absolutely effective in order to enter a particular side. But they were trying to sell a fake. Got the ult top. That was the main fallout from the team, I believe. They want that KJ lockdown to come as soon as that's possible.
True that. Well, definitely one of the most useful ultimates, specifically when you're trying to play against a team that is that heavily filled with defensive utilities. Yet again, gonna be another orb control that they can eye for, but with that, XCREW might just get themselves an entry into a site which wasn't completely read well from the side of DUPG. Oh, the doors are shutting too. Now it seems like, oh goodness. Okay, we have a better lurker today.
For now, maybe. It's like you need a wake-up call, and that has been given. After shocks, or the shock darts coming through. Oh, there you go. Envy finds one more, but Arjun gets a 2k. Orange, yeah, he gets a 2k of his own. Summing it up, XCREW, they were able to win this battle, but they lost 2 weapons. I don't think so. That's going to be a big question mark for them, or a big problematic situation for them. You can easily go for those Spectres and some Bulldogs that they were able to save. But look at Envy. This guy wants to go big. Has got an operator already online. And those region shields. What do you have to say about that, Anna?
I believe region shields are good enough an option for an initiator or for a sentinel who have to actually stay on grounds for a really long time and can actually choose whether or not they are committed to a fight or not. But I feel for duelists that's not going to be the best choice. But well, again, if you're fighting an operator, None of those shields can save you.
Ouch.
Cover going out.
Now,
You should run.
Envy got a 2k. I was happy. Lavish got a 2k. I'm like, what is happening?
Exactly.
Beautiful. It's just a mere guardian. This guy was able to shut down not just one but two. Crowded step. They evade. Try to enter the site. Really want to play with an op? Let's see.
Spike planted.
Orange. Yes, should have checked that angle, but I guess they were playing for a right and left angle. Like maybe Omen is going to check right, I'm going to play left.
Yeah.
It really worked out. They lost the track. Sash, that was a big loss, but still he's going to fight back, put down hybrid. AJ is super low. All it needs is just one bullet, and he was able to get that. Oh, beautiful! This is a 3k! A fully invested round, which was about to slip out of the hands of DUPG. They find it back. That's why we said it. This one is going to be a close one.
That was fun.
That it is. That it definitely is. Oh, goodness. I mean, there was definitely no holding back from the side of XCREW either. They did bring in some of the best weapons and were able to swap out very quickly. But yeah, I did not expect this one to go all the way to just one single player remaining from the side of DUPG. That too almost at the point of losing it.
Yeah. I agree. The round did not start the way it was supposed to for sides of DUPG, but for XCREW, on that bonus buy that they were able to save the 3 weapons and 2 investments, they did good honestly. Round was done, 300 credits for that. Okay. Okay, trash. Ceylon takes down A-Star as well. See, this is where that Gravnet is absolutely hefty. It can stop the rotation, it can stop the players midway. And it's a very awkward position to be stuck at, to be honest, because you can be shut down any moment.
Spikes here.
Now, is there any cloud burst available? I want to see that, because with the cloud burst and a dash, you can easily take that spike. But no, it's Orange, who just walks in, takes the spike, and enemy is like, yeah, who am I going to shoot now?
True that. I do like the presence on site A from the side of DUPG, but I'm kind of worried about site B right now. Since when did players decide to just play site B on such a reactive manner? Okay, now I see. Now I see why. There's definitely a lot of information that's gonna be dropped down there.
I'll handle this.
NB getting up all the info that is required for the team. Spawns the player. Omen. Oh, beautiful, beautiful NV. Beauty.
seconds left.
That is happening. All he needs to do is just spot the player, put him away. But no, it's just not happening. One last individual. Misses the shot. Should not go down. There you go, guys. An easy peasy round coming in from DUPG. There is an easy peasy giveaway also going on, guys. It is of 475 VPs. It is live. All you need to do is just type !Valorant on the YT chat. Come on, guys, do it. Maybe you're lucky enough to get a beautiful giveaway.
Oh, we have our very friendly fact box coming in as well. NV2K leads the team with a KDA of 75, 52, 21 and an average combat score ACS of 292 in the current season. That's impressive. But we're still seeing Caramel up on the boards though.
On the level of leaderboard, but yeah, he is the leader of this
Also
team
in
of
the
season.
IGLs. Yeah.
Yeah. Big gate crash. Envy. He knows that there might be someone hitting mid. A Sonic sensor has been appointed over there in market. Somebody wants to go all in, but look at this. A main push. Ceylon has got a stinger. What about the other 3? Really want to see what weapons do they have. I think they are available with sheriffs. It does feel like that. Yeah, some sheriffs and a stinger to work with. Sova with some utils. Arjun on the other corner of the map, being an initiator, still trying to open up on B. I don't know how effective that is going to be. But yeah, apart from that, he has been spotted. Shocked up probably. Yes, they are trying to enter, but it's just not happening. Dark covers appointed. Cloud burst. There you go. Beautiful dash. But Caramel always on his toes. Neural theft has been appointed. But look at Arjun. Finds A-Star. Still trying to get an entry. Mid is wide open as the Sonic sensor utilizer. Deadlock is already away. There's a good chance that the KO will find some value.
Well, we'll soon figure out. We'll soon figure out. Disease will be able to shut down the opposite
30
omen.
seconds left.
And
Oh my
here it becomes a very difficult one. A
Arjun?
2v2 it has been turned into. Arjun will be able to take the numbers to an equalizer for the team. Yet again, there's definitely retaliation that has to happen from the side of DUPG. Very little time left to actually go in for the plant.
Spike
Alright.
planted.
What was that? I
The
mean,
plant has
25,
gone in.
28 HP.
Yeah.
But Arjun still fights back and takes 3 down with a mere phantom. The opponents had vandals, full shields, operator, and whatnot. But still, Hunter's
Phantom
Fury.
buff in play.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Evade. Disease.
Nice.
Going to be the clutch master once again.
One enemy remaining.
1 down, 2 down. There you go,
Oh.
guys. Easy defusal coming in. From 2v4 to 2v2. Now 0v2.
The spike is diffused.
DUPG. Yes, the rounds are getting very challenging. It's getting very difficult for them to be able to actually go ahead and acclaim the wins. But they're able to do it nonetheless. They're able to go ahead and keep getting more and more numbers on the board for themselves. The first 2 rounds is all they lost. Since then, they've been winning. However, I do not think they have been able to find themselves the economic stability that a team would want after 5 rounds and having 3 wins in a row. Because yet again, they keep winning after losing multiple players. I mean, I don't think I've seen a win with more than 2 players alive. So somewhere that's gonna hurt. But other than that, I think DUPG is set up for success as of now. Unless I've already jinxed it.
Maybe because nowadays Kasakas are a real thing, guys. But anyway, diving into this 6th round. 3-2 is the scoreline. As I said, want to see an 8-4. At least. The barrier mesh going to take a lot of time and a lot of ammo as well just to break it open. But the new update that Deadlock's barrier mesh is now the HP of that barrier mesh is kind of a little bit more visible with the color grading. So you can actually have an insight of when you are about to break. But the null command, big investment coming in. Both the sentinels are not going to be effective enough out here. It could be an easy entry. It is already. Let's have enter, but no!
Oh no!
He finds 2! Orange. But that is not good. Just
Spike
randomly
planted.
shoots the bullet. Got an
Yeah.
idea where opponent could be and he just shuts him away. Ramil still finds one NV2K with a shorty, a mere shorty. I think he tagged him with a ball bangable body shot of an op and then eventually pushed in with a shorty. Anyway, guys, it's a round for
I
DUPG.
believe so.
This time, Anna, not with just 2 members surviving.
They're listening us. They can hear us.
Yeah.
I can tell they can hear us. They're changing things around every time we start saying something. But well, yeah. With 4 rounds in the pocket and this time around actually being able to be in a position where they can find that stability that they need. And I mean, look at that. They have at least 5,000 credits each. They're going to be able to sustain for a longer time now. It's not going to be as difficult of a run for them. But yeah, I'm still wondering with all that money why Caramel is going for a regen shield. I mean, yes, it's a good one, but obviously not better than a full shield. Something I gotta wait and watch to find out.
The best part is that if you are able to save that regen shield and if you are able to survive in that particular round, again in the next round you are going to have 25 or should I say half shield in your favor. So that 650 credit investment might just work for you. But out here A-Star, will he find some value? Super low, but Singer in close range is a behemoth. Arjun finally shuts down A-Star. It took Ceylon. And on the other corner, Caramel Gorange. He shuts him away as well. Envy with that op. Always a better one. Realizes that DK. Oh, Arjun, he is unstoppable.
I don't know what Disease and Envy were doing. They were just hopping and bopping. I don't understand what was going on there. They were 2 against 1. None of them tried to shoot him down. But well, back in action. Hybrid is gonna be approaching alongside Caramel. With information of location, it's gonna be easier.
my God,
Now the
Arjun.
call is given. He gets the ace. Yeah, that's why you don't toy with your food.
I mean, look at this, how it all started. Karamel getting a 2K out there, then Arjun, he just switches up the gear. Today is the day where we have to talk about Arjun, honestly. Look at him,
His eyes
working
at
as
the
a sentinel.
prize.
Yeah, he is working as a sentinel as well. As an initiator is good. Aim like duelist. Everything in a package wrapped up. Name is Arjun. Ace already, that too in the 6th round, guys. 6th or 7th round, I believe. Yeah, 7th round. We already have an ace. There you go.
Well, as we were talking in the beginning itself, we might just have jinxed it, and that's exactly what it seems to be.
Oh,
But then again,
oh.
A-Star will be able to go ahead,
Magnet.
find himself a couple. But at the same time, it's Ash balancing the numbers again. No envy.
That's
Spike
good.
down A.
Annihilation. I love that ult. But nobody got caught in it. NT.
Scanning ahead.
Shadows traveling.
For a woman, they wanted to have
Such.
an ult. Such an investment just to
Yeah.
put on the player. Now, this tells you that this is the upper bracket finals.
Exactly. I mean, they could not manage to take risks anymore. They did not want to take any more risks. But yeah, I mean, it's still a very expensive round. You survive with just 2 of your players, and that too in a
Yeah.
position where you had to invest multiple ultimates to be able to go ahead and win that round. So, not the best ones, but a win is a win.
Get out of my way!
Oh my god. 5-3 already. 8 rounds done. Bladestorm activated from XCREW. A Neural Theft and a Hunter's Fury available for the postman and eventually get some info. That's okay. But we can clearly say XCREW is still not that good with their buys. That Bladestorm, if it works the way yesterday Yash was utilizing in 69 Gunner, maybe it's going to be beneficial. Arjun, he has spotted! And he's not going to miss. Easy.
That Guardian has been an angel on Arjun's hands for a really long time now. And this is one of the very major frags that they've got on DUPG. Missing your Sentinel definitely changes things around a lot. However, they do have a double Sentinel setup, so they will be able to still continue being a pain. But for how long is the question. This Blade Storm is active, but he fails. What was that? Envy? Wait a
Orange?
second. Okay, exactly. I was gonna come to
One enemy
Orange
remaining.
next.
Yeah.
It's a 1v2.
You cannot
now.
stick to a particular individual.
Last player standing.
Unfortunately, they know where hybrid is.
I have the spike.
It's
10
Ash.
seconds left.
You need to plant. You need to plant. There is no time. They're running out of time. He commits.
Not ready.
Glitch pop handle the hand. Hybrid gets spotted.
Why?
Unfortunately, this util game will not work. I mean, it's just not that easy to just cancel your util and bring out the weapon as soon as you see your opponent.
Yeah, but I
spot
mean,
him.
when the plant was going on, was the time to actually go ahead for that util. You can't go for it
I mean,
that late when you know the
only
other person is
ninjas
also
can
aware
pick,
of your
na?
position. True that. True that.
Here.
Well, from here, DUPG loses a single round. Their whole setup, their whole composition goes to waste.
Arjun takes down hybrid. That's good. Ramil, Ceylon has been taken down. XCREW. That's a beneficial start for them, but at the same point, they have also traded their duelist for it. Trouble awaits. Gravnet spots where KJ is. The shots are going in, but Lavish will still find Karamel. Not that easy. Not that easy to put your opponent down. Beautiful from Lavish. A-star, that was a crispy headshot right on the cranium. And we... That's two individuals. I think what DUPG is aiming for right now is damage deacon. They can shut down one or two individuals, that will be great. Are they looking forward to it? Lavish is the one who is holding 3. He knows that there is somebody in dark covers.
10 seconds left.
In no time. Round will happen. Dark cover goes off.
Planted.
Lavish. He's stuck in a corner. Goes down.
Last player
Lavish gets spotted. First bullet did connect. 11 HP is where this lad is standing at. There you go. It's Ash. Finally fights back. 5-5. Well, we wanted to see at least an 8-4 from the defender side. Now that we have 5-5, might as well be a 6-6 or 7-5 maybe in attacker's favor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the defenders have got the grounding that they needed on this one. However, there's still gonna be one more half. Not the best one for their composition, but still a half that exists. Let's see if DUPG will be able to change things around here, because from here it seems like XCREW has got it under control. Just one more round. If this round does not go DUPG's favor, they won't even have the economy for the next one, and you could definitely call it an 7-5 for the side of XCREW.
Yeah, I agree. This one is very, very important. A null command, a Hunter's Fury being utilized from the other side. Karamel. It's Ash.
One enemy remaining.
Orange finds A-star as well.
Garns found 2
1v3.
in a Hunter's Fury.
Oh my god, that is one successful ultimate.
Very successful.
It's
one.
Ash.
No charges.
Easy as a cake for him.
Last
6-5
round.
already. A heavily invested round.
Spend everything.
I think as defenders, you can play on Spectres, you can play on Stingers if you do have right angles. If XCREW makes even a single mistake, they might lose this one.
I don't know. I don't know how much I'm leaning into that for the side of DUPG. I do like the Guardians. They're definitely pulling off magic these times. But let's see. Oh, nice.
Hotbox.
It's Ash has been, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
It's Ash has been standing out with a KDA of certain numbers with a very nice
Right.
ACS as well.
Leading his team in this season.
Yes.
The commitment. And we should have not peeked in that way. There you go. It's Ash collects one more. Ceylon finds this. This could be a flawless. Oh, no. Karamel is there. Cannot be flawless that easily. Paranoia. Yes, I did. No. Anyway, Goranj sums it up. 7-5 for the attackers. Not at all the ideal equation for a defensive map for the defenders. Now that the sides have switched, I think the only thing that can save DUPG right now is going all in, going aggressive, because those grab nets and the fakes from that Sentinel Karamel, it can confuse XCREW a lot. And we have seen that confusion already against teams like 120 FPS and also some other teams where XCREW has faltered down for 1 or 2 rounds particularly. So maybe that is going to get repeated once again. But anyway, guys, next 15 seconds. After that, we'll get to know what happens next.
Well, the second half might make or break the story for the side of DUPG. XCREW already in the lead will be able to find themselves an even bigger number if they get the next 2 rounds. Definitely gonna look good.
I must wait a moment.
Scanning ahead.
Catwalk towards tree. I think Envy could be a game changer in this play. With those flashes, with the gate crash and all. Can be a game changer. Dark covers. Going for the random shots and it connects. Ceylon. My guy is an absolute behemoth. V2K finds Goranj. Instantaneously gets it right click. And Ceylon finds a herd frag as well along the way. Disease,
Yep.
Karamel. And there was a deadlock which got taken away. 8-5 already. highly unlikely that they're going to pull it off now. The attackers can go with some sheriffs, but then again, if they lose this particular round as well, the investment in the next one, where the full buy is supposed to happen, will be a little bit on the shaky corner.
This is gonna be a difficult round. However, sheriffs on the other side will be able to pull something off if used well enough. We've seen sheriffs just be amazing. Yet again, though, being able to hold on to them will require for the players to be alive, and that's not the story for A-Star right now. This one-way smoke is dangerous.
Last player standing.
And I don't know why are they even peeking it. Why? Why would you like go and peek on one-way smoke? I know that you wanted to collect that sheriff. Good, well and good. You have taken that sheriff. Then also, why are you just peeking on that particular angle? I had no idea about that, man. DUPG, I think they're not in their element anymore. They were for the first few rounds, but it seems like that they're under pressure. I really hope that this full buy or a semi-full buy type of situation, bundle situation with half shields and full shields, it might help them. It's Ash on the other corner. He had enough economy to spend a 650 cred regen shield with a bulldog. We'll have to see what kind of impact it is going to bring to the table.
Oh, if this one does not work out, I don't know which will. DUPG has to get this round. If not, they are way too far from being able to come back into a game against XCREW. They could against almost any other team in Showdown series, but this is definitely one of the teams that's gonna be their kryptonite. Karamal already taken down by a sheriff, a vandal holder by a sheriff. Yeah, that's an everyday thing now.
It is, no doubt in that. Amazing.
That's a very
It's true.
default alarm bot position. I don't know how they did not see it coming.
Random shots going in. A lot of damage has already been dissipated. XCREW, they're constantly trying to find their way back into the mix. Lavish as the Z's out. A-Star gets the first pick. Arjun,
Spike down.
as usual,
30 seconds
hybrid.
left.
Is built different, maybe. It's down to 2 individuals. It's a 2v3.
One enemy
To
remaining.
go for the plant will not happen. This Recon Spectre is going to be on edge. And there you go. Lavish finds a fleek of his own. In pipe already. Double digits in the name of XCREW. On a team like DUPG, the way they are falling, this is not at all ideal.
This is unbelievable, the way the performance is coming in from the side of XCREW. And I mean, in the beginning of the match itself, I was saying how DUPG is such a well-functioning, such a smooth-running team. I'm not seeing that anymore. It just does not seem like DUPG. It seems like a completely different team here.
Swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Well, I don't think there's an opportunity for a round here for DUPG. It's definitely becoming an 11-5, and after that, I don't know where this goes.
Oh my god, Goranj. A-Star goes down. Disease finds Goranj, but Goranj has done his job. He already has got a 2k. Two of their biggest attackers are already down. Oh, Karamel, that was beautiful. Lavish. He's away. They can push in spawn. Ceylon.
Spike down.
It's Ash finds hybrid. Instantaneously Disease retaliates. Ceylon finds one more. Disease is taken down.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, Karamel. That was just soothing. Beautiful. 6 to 10.
And he could clutch
I mean,
it.
there is just a single individual I do believe right now who can pull this game off again in the favor of DUPG. That's of course Karamel.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been definitely doing all his work right. I mean, he has 17 frags. We see the same number on Arjun as well from the other side. So I do believe that Karamel is definitely doing his job, but I'm missing out on seeing hybrid. I mean, you're the Sova. You were in defense, and this is ascent with paper thin walls. You get the information, you capitalize. You don't need a duelist for you to push for. But well, it is
This
what
attack.
it is. This is attack, yeah.
Oh, he can just line up and take 2 down. He did. Takes a third,
He's
fourth.
getting
And
4.
it could be an ace. It could be an ace. Where are you?
A retaliation
AJ
ace.
Lavish. Yeah. I mean, it's only fair.
Never
that
mind.
Hybrid is like, buddy, let's just win the round. Ace is something that we can get in the next few maps. Let's just win the round. Let's just bring that momentum back in our favor. Look at this beautiful play. NV. In such a high pressure moment where your team is already losing, you're having a difference of 4 big rounds, and he decides to commit the way he did. And it totally took XCREW off guard.
If the resume statement of I work well under pressure had a face, it would be Envy's. It would be his.
Yeah, I agree.
The
I
way
totally
the
agree with
man
that.
just. Yeah, I mean, the way the man just stood there and took 4 frags from a single position. I'm like, what is even happening here? To be fair, he did find the first one from a very, backstabby angle. They weren't aware of his position, but it wasn't on him. It was on them for not being able, checking all the corners. Any which ways, a new round, a new story. Yet again, a hope for DUPG fans.
Arjun is like, I'm just going to test my aim. He knew that it was a decoy, but he still wanted to like shoot some bullet. Had a good cover to work with. So yeah, DUPG once again needs to find a good spot to hit on. They're trying to go on B, and there is no such setup which is available on B. It's just
Cutting through.
Almighty Arjun holding it on site. Other than that, in CT spawn, there's the Omen. Mid is also famous capture, but okay. Envy does not want to be suppressed. Utilizes the gate crash and instantaneously switches back to A, but A might not be a good choice. Marshall! A Marshall shot. Disease is away.
30 seconds left.
Barrier mesh to
No
block off the door.
smokes.
Now they do not have any smokes. How is that entry going to happen?
My territory, my rules.
Oh, maybe with Annihilation.
Maybe with cyber cages.
No time, man.
But not for long.
10 seconds
Yeah.
left. Last player
Don't
standing.
tell me. Okay. I was just gonna be like, don't tell me he's gonna be able to finish everyone off with this.
Thrifty.
Through that too,
A
with the
well-
Thrifty, they were able to get a good round in their favor. But Hybrid might not survive. Oh, he did. Good for him.
He did. But yeah, I mean, with an 11 on the board, even though there was a very big, silver lining of hope for the side of DUPG fans, how long will DUPG be able to pull this is going to be a question, because if every 2 rounds they end up losing 1, they still won't be able to push this forward.
Track them down.
Pretty much, there's not a lot of rounds that you can
I'll handle this.
leave right now. I mean, yesterday we did got to see a comeback of 13-11, so maybe today is another day that happening. But look at this. This guy is stuck in on his own teammates' decoy. Not decoy, but barrier. Grab net, sorry. Pushes away. Rommel finds Lavish. B side wide open. Is
Oh, he's gonna find everyone now.
No, but they found him first.
Why that rush? Why that rush? Why that overextension? I don't get it. I would be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed by what Caramel just did. But well, there's still hope. Disease and Hybrid still up and running.
Lovely.
This is done.
8-11.
I don't.
A round which was like a seesaw. It started with XCREW prevailing kind of with that Hunter's Fury, and after that Disease. The way he fought back, it completely took a toll onto the opponents. 8-11, I think it's still too close, but at the same point, remember guys, XCREW is just an inch away from the map point and just 2 rounds away from their win in this particular map, and 13-8 is a very decent type of scoreline for XCREW to win with. But if there is a comeback due, PUBG, this is the time.
I agree. I am not the fan of the way the last round went. It should have been a very, clear, smooth round from the side of DUPG with all that they had in their bags. But well, In any which case, a new round, a new story. We are going to be able to see the players from the side of DUPG still wondering of where exactly to hit. They do have backstab possibilities denied towards side B. Why? You had your... Okay, never mind. I'm not going to even say anything anymore. They literally had their backs watched there. They had the tripwires and everything. I don't know why he had to peek. He could have waited.
Small decisions, big results. And these results are something that obviously WG is not going to be happy about. Ramal. Oh, he's going to avoid that suppression, but he misses. And if you miss against Arjun, he might just put you down.
30 seconds left.
But the plan
I
will
know
happen
these are
from the
small.
shadows. Yeah.
I know these are small mistakes, but I don't think DUPG has the room for any mistakes at all, big or small.
Oh, there you go. They'll redeem themselves. I do believe that.
Standing ahead.
I know.
I would like to believe that too.
There's a flash, but there's a blade storm. Omen, will he find something? No, Lavish. It is all trickling down to now Caramel. Finds through! What? Anyway, it's well, wait, a match point coming in for the sides of XCREW now. Brilliant round from their corner.
Not a single misstep is what can be afforded from the side of DUPG. They do not have the luxury of making mistakes. Look at that. Oh my god. They have such blessed players. They are capable of such amazing teamwork. They are capable of being there for each other, taking refrags, being in the fights, but I'm not understanding how they're still being in this difficult of a situation on a map like Ascent, which is one of the most default ones. I think this wasn't the time to go in for an experiment. It's not working out.
Cover going out.
Yeah. Well, wait for now. And he made a very big mistake of just walking right in that particular smoke, and he realized that decoy on mid, not in that particular smoke. The dark covers, Jet was traded off, but Omen still survives and he finds Deadlock as well. It's Ash, constantly holding some good angles. He's waiting for the right moment to strike on. Already has secured some good value for the team. But the problem with attacking off is basically you don't really know which angle the defenders could be holding on. 0 point has been destroyed. They are willing to enter now that 30 seconds are left. It is kind of near impossible to rotate back to
30
A.
seconds left.
Rotate back to B, sorry. So the plant should happen on A. That's exactly where the defenders can bounce on. The plan has been broken away. Yeah, beautiful flash. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be effective. Ramal, he goes down. Disease. And there you guys. 13-8. That is the scoreline. XCREW is going to win. They're going to convert this map under their banner. Beautiful head start for the day 4.
Defenders win.
I did not see the same DUPG today. I'm very happy for XCREW, but I did not see the same DUPG today that we did before. This was chaotic. This was unorganized. This was very estranged.
I agree. I was not really expecting this kind of play coming in from DUPG as well, but you asked that in mid-rounds that what is happening to Team DUPG, but I think the worst part is the synergy part right now. I don't know, something is just not adding up right now. Caramel, he's on his different level. He's trying to pop off, he's trying to flag off. Hybrid in some rounds, like in these 20 plus rounds that we got to witness, in like 3 to 4 rounds, we saw Hybrid doing something amazing, but not after that or not before that as well. At the same point, when we talk about Disease, some rounds again he was phenomenal, but in a lot of rounds he was just on the back foot or the first one to get picked off. NV2K, he was popping off, but at the end the way everything just changed was not expected. He walked right into the smoke. In those moments when you need to be very cautious, you cannot make such mistakes. Obviously, Disease took a trade, but then again, you lost a duelist, you lost your one sentinel, that to a deadlock, which can be very beneficial for you while attacking. Those barrier meshes, those grab nets, and sonic sensors can be very effective. You lost that as well. So it was basically 3-4. There was not a lot of ways that you can fight back from that, but still, there was a chance, which again, XCREW was like, we are going to shut that off.
Exactly. I mean, the way XCREW showed up for each other was definitely amazing. I, however, do believe that if we were seeing the same DUPG playing today that we did earlier, then this would have been a very different result. It would have been a much more closer match because from XCREW, I saw a lot of things, but I did not see as smooth a gameplay as we saw from DUPG that day. So I don't know what's happening right now, but whatever it is, they need to fix it and come back for the second one. And before that, let's take a look at the crucial moments for the first one.
The start for DUPG, again, pretty phenomenal, but the way XCREW retaliated, that's even better. As a team, they functioned well. Today, they were looking synergized. But yeah, there were some moments. We cannot just say that XCREW won and they were phenomenal, no doubt that. The other side was also pretty amazing in certain rounds. We got to see some crucial fights coming in, but especially after that 5-3 scoreline, everything changed. 5 was the first marker where DUPG was sitting at, and after that, they were not able to come back from that marker in the first half specifically. The scoreline turned out to be a 7-5 in the favor of XCREW because of the fact the way they were entering. Arjun, to be honest, is the one who just took this team to a whole another level. That momentum, that boost of confidence came through from their corner due to Arjun. In every single particular fight, wherever Arjun was beat with a Guardian or a Phantom or even with a Vandal, this guy was just amazing. I know that trigger discipline is something which is available for all these individuals, but it's all about how you can strike at the right moment. Look at Arjun, it's Ash, these individuals coming in from the sides of Team XCREW, which is super good. Caramel, he tried his level best in that last round of the first half, didn't go far, got just a single frag, Orange instantaneously shut him off.
That he did. I mean, again, Lavish also did, go ahead and pop off in a few rounds where he was very well required to do so. Definitely showed quite some caliber and showed exactly why Killjoy was the better sentinel for this map. Caramel, yet again, one of the players showing too much, enthusiasm, but still not being able to lead the team to victory. However, that moment from NV2K that we just saw was definitely one that gave way too much hope to all the DUPG fans. And then we just waited and saw it get trampled again.
They tried, but they crumbled. In a lot of moments, XCREW. Beautiful usage of their ultimates. I mean, I do remember a moment where players were getting Hunter's Fury with 2 frags as well in their favor. That is a very good scenario. I mean, Hunter's Fury is one such ultimate. Even Annihilation is another ultimate which can be evaded pretty quickly if you are a Jet or if you are a Yoru or somebody else like a duelist, to be honest. You can evade it, except if you are ISO. Maybe then it's not that is going to be helpful. But apart from that, yes guys, looking at the scoreboards, 13-8 is the scoreline. It's Ash from the sides of Team XCREW is the MVP. Interesting. I mean, we got to see Arjun doing something good. Ceylon, yeah, he was missing. Definitely we can say that. Goransh on the other corner in a lot of particular rounds, his shock darts and his recons were very, very beneficial for the team. So now this tells maybe the conventional meta is better?
Maybe. There's a reason it hasn't been altered for a really long time. But yeah, I did love the way the attempt came in from the side of DUPG to change things around. However, it didn't result in their favor. But they do have a couple more maps to go ahead for. Because if you take a look at the overall numbers, I mean, Caramela's not that far behind. It's Ash. He's very close up there in the numbers. But yeah, still not going to get him the victory. Because the overall scoreline will still have a 5-round difference, putting XCREW on the winning side of it. But yeah. I'm definitely disappointed by Hybrid's performance, because I would definitely not say that they did not get the opportunity to do so, but just didn't get the right frags.
Happens, but let's talk about the MVP of the map. It's Ash coming in from XCREW, 302 of ACS, 23 amazing frags from his corner, 199 ADR and headshot percent of 22%, damage of more than 4,100. First kill is one, justified, because we don't really expect Ash going in as a duelist, acting like an initiator, getting those first 1v1 duels. happens, guys. But yeah, what a beautiful matchup, to be honest. Now that the first map is done, it is a big question. What is going to happen in the next one? How is going to be there a retaliation coming in from the sides of DUPG? Because honestly, we all are expecting that this one goes to the decider. We want to see that sunset, honestly. It's the upper bracket finals.
Absolutely. I mean, nobody's gonna deny that. But yeah, the way the tournament is going on, the way the competition is going on between these two particular teams, I do want to see all three maps, but I want to see the old DUPG back. I don't want to continue seeing this, broken DUPG for the next one. So with hopes that we'll be able to see the best of both the teams trying to get the next map, because that's a do or die for them. Let's take a small little break and be back on the other side of it. Hello and welcome back everyone to the Esports Club Presents Showdown Series Season 6 of Valorant, powered by Crucial by Micron, and our GPU partners are Zotac Gaming, with media partners being Gossip.gg. I'm your host Anna, and with me on desk we have Raider, ready to dive into the second map of DUPG versus XCREW. What are you expecting from this section in this particular one?
Comeback maybe, because that is the only thing left from WG side. Other than that, they have already shown some sheer force from the corner. They have already shown some burst of momentum from their corner, like Disease in a particular round, Hybrid in another one, Caramel in a lot of rounds. To be honest, he has shown his true potential.
Yeah.
Envy also, we want to just see that composed play coming in from their corner, because especially the next map could be their last one in the upper bracket. If they drop down to the lower bracket, there might be another team which is waiting. Obviously, that battle is going to happen today at 3 p.m. So we will get to see what happens over there as well. But for now, the question remains same: that is PUBG going to make a comeback, or XCREW is just going to maintain that reign of terror that they had? They had an ace, they had some 1v4s, 1v3s being pulled off from their corner. All of that for this map of Haven. And now let's have a look at it. And guys, one more small fact, that PUBG, it was PUBG's pick to be honest, the Ascent, and they lost it. Now it's XCREW's pick. Let's see who's going to win this one.
Well, XCREW does seem prepared for it. They have a Neon coming in alongside the very generic, meta composition for the side of Heaven. But let's see. Oh, actually, it's gonna be Mirror Comp with just the difference of the Sentinel. I like the overall composition from the side of PUBG a little bit better. I've always been more towards Killjoy rather than Cypher kind of gal, but let's see.
Yeah, they need to know what happens next. Cypher is a particular central which not might be that effective, especially when there is a jet in the opponent's perspective. But right now we got to see that both the sides have a duelist, which is Neon. So maybe Cypher is going to be effective, because if the tripwires are actually on an very different off positions, then Neon might get trapped in it, because it's a duelist, and obviously the player who is playing Neon is going to be the first one probably to peek in to show and get some space on the site, and that is exactly where maybe they're going to get shot off. So let's just see, let's just wait and watch if that is going to be effective. But obviously when it comes to KJ, the postman is something which is going to be beneficial, so really need to know that. And yes guys, they are starting the attacking up, so that's why I believe KJ is a wise choice.
True that. But yeah, I mean, I think the problem that we had with Cypher for Neon earlier, that does not exist as much anymore, because Neon is a very fast agent, and if you do end up crossing, it does take a little bit of a time for the Cypher tripwires to activate now, and that can definitely be used by the duelists to actually go ahead and get the tripwire taken out, because they are one of the most highly reflexive players from the team, I think. So you could expect that from them, but it's going to be difficult. Neon cannot rush solo into a site anymore. She will need some backup along with her if she's going up against a Cypher. But yeah, on a map with 3 sites, you'll always find a couple of sites which don't have that problem for you.
I mean, that's the best part. As a duelist, lately you cannot enter solo. You need to have at least the initiator with you, or maybe a smoker and some of the other agent to provide a particular support for the team. So obviously, whichever side they're going to decide to hit, they need to have that support built in. XCREW definitely showed that support in their first map. Now it's their own map pick, and attack is actually from WG side, so definitely want to see what is going to happen. Obviously guys, our triple sided map is a little bit more attack oriented, because of the very fact that the defenders are going to be bifurcated in between garage, A, B and C side. So there are 5 individuals, 4 different angles to hold off, and from the other side, what WG can do is just march in on a particular side. They can have that benefit, especially in the pistol rounds. I do believe that happens. If you see, like, they are trying to have a read that maybe WG is going to approach A, but Ceylon with that frenzy. Guys, remember with the new update, frenzy is now a little bit more heftier. It has got 2 more bullets in it, in a particular mag. So earlier it was a little bit risky with that fire rate, and in the close range, obviously a frenzy is behemoth. But now addition of those 2 bullets might not look that big of a deal on paper, but obviously in game, those 2 bullets can save your life and make that dream composition for the team.
I agree. I definitely agree. Well, let's see how it's gonna unfold. Ceylon already holding a good enough position, but somehow I'm not seeing anyone from the attacking side actually trying to walk in towards him. They're trying to go in for a very straightforward approach from A long. Okay, you can see Caramel making a move towards Ceylon. This could result in very heavy damage for the side of DUPG if they lose this fight. Yeah, shouldn't have been the
down.
case.
Look at Disease, Envy and all. They're still popping
One
off.
enemy remaining.
It's Azur's down. One last.
Oh.
Lavish! He almost had them. But he started with a 3K of his own. Sums it up. PUBG. That's good.
Oh, lately it's been one of those days for Levish where he's just popping off every now and then, giving his team all the benefits that's required. However, this is going to be a round with benefits coming in for the side of the attack. From defense, I was expecting to see a couple of shorties coming in, but there's only one Sheriff and mostly classics coming in from their side. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. Intel being exchanged on both ends.
Running low.
He's trying to confuse his opponents.
That he
He's
is.
successful at it, as Breach has also rotated back away. That leaves B wide open. On C, the Neon and Cypher are already holding it off. There's a flash, but Disease will find one. Relay volts. Orange will be able to evade, but look at his HP. He's like down to a thin wire. This one good shot is all they need. Ceylon. That's a cheeky angle. Somebody peeks in. That shot, he can really hurt them. Legion Shield from Caramel. A 2-0. Or maybe a comeback. You never know.
Oh.
Finds one. Shuts down the Ultra Ego, but A-Star finds two more. It's a 2v4 now.
As I said, I was hoping to see some shorty action and it did come in. Did result into one good frag. But Caramel, now aware of the positioning, will be able to take Arjun down, and Goranj just has way too little HP to hope for anything here.
Constant freeze. Hybrid. He shuts down Goranj. And with that, it's a 2-0.
Did take one to the face though, Hybrid, in the process, but well,
Yeah.
he still will be able to close this off. Okay, now here's the thing.
Yeah.
The weaponry on the side of DUPG right now is not bad for a bonus.
Right.
They were able to invest into a one weapon for the side of NV2K. He's deciding to go for a judge, that too on a Neon. It's marvelous, works wonders. But a Guardian, a couple of Bulldogs, a Spectre, all of the guns have their own perks, which just put them on a very good position. So
I'm out of here.
it doesn't seem like there's going to be a very big advantage for the side of XCREW in terms of weaponry for this one.
Oh,
Look at
Envy.
that. Envy.
Beautiful. Following it up with A-Star as well. Ceylon finds one. Ramel is away. 3v4. All-Drone will get a lot of info probably. Yeah. They were able to spot where the Neon is, and it's a planned for long. And all those four individuals are playing on long now. Pretty difficult right now, I believe. With the dark covers, yes, you can confuse your opponents, but it's an attacking dark cover that has come. Hunter's Fury, how will they run? They can't, but Ceylon still finds one. That's good.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's the DUPG we were missing in the last map. I don't know where they were. I don't know what they were up to, but now they're up and running, kicking, winning nonetheless. Yet another round. XCREW has been pushed into an economical crunch. They have 4 sheriffs coming in from their side alongside a classic. Ceylon will be working on that overdrive, but I gotta see
Could be
how
worse,
far that will
could
push
be
them.
better.
In a lot of rounds, to be honest, nowadays we have seen like Neon's overdrive has been completely nullified because of the sheer fact that these opponents, they just have better aim. Relay Bolt completely evades, random pre-fires just to stop Neon. Oh, Lavish!
Down mid.
That was good, a headshot right on the cranium. Neon wants to push, that ultimate is running out. wants to find the value, but they
Oh,
won't.
nicely done.
One enemy remaining.
Easy peasy for them.
Nicely done.
Orange.
Caramel.
Highly improbable.
You had it coming.
Okay.
They just have
That
fun, I guess.
happened. I mean, this wasn't their map, but this can be. It definitely can be with the way the game is unfolding. 4 rounds, none given away. Yet again, an opportunity for a full buy from the side of XCREW, but again, also a full buy round from the side of DUPG. And this time around, the overdrive is available for the side of NB2K. So let's see how this turns around, because if this one goes away from the hands of XCREW, they are doomed. They won't have a lot to come back to. Look at that. Yeah, very shocking. We weren't expecting that.
Why? I mean, there's a tripper already appointed. Why would you even try to go in the dark cover?
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
Cover going out. Blinding.
Such mistakes won't take them far, honestly.
Shadows traveling.
Goranj finally able to execute some retaliation. The post-plant
Here comes
positions on the
Arjun.
players of DUPG is good. Yes.
But Arjun, his aim. His aim game is something which can save the day for them. Neural theft, but no, man. None of the neural theft are actually. Recon.
One enemy remaining.
Orange. It's Ash. Ramel. He's a menace. But finally, Arjun, as I said, he's a guy who might just find his way back in the mix. Finally, the first round. So much has happened. And now they have broken the silence. But they lost 4 of their own as well. In a 1v2. In a
Yup.
2v4 fight, I believe.
They have just 18 HP remaining. That's where Arjun was. And thankfully he was able to find himself a spot which Caramel just did not look at that quickly. But yeah. 1 against 4, and that too with so much difficulty. And that too against an attacking team who was able to put the plant in and already had a very stable economy. XCREW is living hand to mouth right now.
Coming through.
That shock dart was good. But the thing that is giving me goosebumps is the way DUPG is coming back every now and then.
I agree.
They're looking sharp. They're looking effective. From the shadow. I am waiting on the ultimate from DUPG sides as well. Let's see if they're going to utilize that in this particular round or maybe save it for later. But Ceylon out here with a judge. He can be good. They're going to check this corner. Not yet. Spots one. Puts them away. Utilizes the relay bolt just to stop anyone following up. Oh, it's Ash! Lavish on the other corner finds one more. Ceylon has been taken down, but it's basically 2v4. It is way doable right now. It's Ash finds one more. It's the paranoia that is going to hit the other woman. Taste of your own injury. And it's done.
Very well executed from the side of XCREW. They are stepping up and I am liking it. I'm up for this game. The way DUPG started off, we were definitely happy to see DUPG come back into their form, but now seeing XCREW go ahead toe-to-toe with them on the same levels is just making this more and more exciting. This is again gonna be one of those rounds where the stability can be moved away from the side of DUPG now this time around, because a couple of consecutive wins from the side of XCREW have put them in that position where DUPG might just not be able to, come back with the right weapons if they lose this.
It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for even XCREW right now. But Orange, he knows how to win a challenge. And it's a crucial one. See, this is how table turns. Those individuals who were just getting killed every now and then, were just getting shut down, they are starting to pop off. Caramel on the other corner finds one more. As I said, this Sentinel, he knows how to get space. He knows how to confuse their opponent, and he did. That is beautiful. Now the question is,
That he did.
what next? It's a 4v4. there's a loss of duelists that has already happened from the sides of DUPG. But the other side, they have lost their smokes.
I think this is one of the rounds where we will see the lockdown coming into action, because if the numbers stay balanced, then Caramel will want to go ahead, make sure that his team gets this round. They want the weapons, they want the money, they want the economy. Arjun, however, can be a thorn, can be a pain, but he will be able to find Caramel, shut down that lockdown, and make sure that they are denied of yet another round on an easy term. But the Z's will be able to find the graffiti guy, Lavish, and just put the team on the winning side of it.
We talked about shaking the momentum for DUPG. It seems like that they are here to fight back. Arjun definitely tried his level best, but the guy who changed the game was basically Caramel again. On a shot, he got 3 frags, guys. 3 frags. That's where you know game can change. That's where you know fights can go out of your hands. But 6 ultimates, 3 from each. Defenders do have Rolling Thunder and Hunter's Fury to avoid a very expensive recon, a lockdown to clear off, and the Rolling Thunder to just push back from the sides of the attackers. So the question is, who is going to prevail? Beautiful! Ceylon pushed, was effective at it. A side is under siege. Total control in their favor, but at the same point, Hybrid finds one from the shadow to be there in the site along with his teammates. DUPG once again having the better of the map.
That they do it. Zash, however, will be able to land a shot still. Not gonna get the frag though. It's gonna be a 3v3. Ceylon on very low HP gives away his position by using that Kankas.
One enemy remaining.
Oh no. This Z's just shutting everything down with his final 2. DUPG definitely looking good right now. Definitely looking promising. And as you and I both wanted, we will be able to see sunset. I can already claim that. I'm not even gonna fall back on my word for that.
Oops. 8 rounds done, and there's a prediction, guys. There you go, the astrologer Anna. Interesting. I think we need to create a deck of astrologers now in the community, right?
Yes.
Just for these amazing predictions. Let's hope for the best. I do want to see sunset, but XCREW won't be happy with this prediction, Anna.
Well, they still have one more map to work on, so why not?
But you have predicted already, so it is bound to happen, I guess.
Might.
For Lavish, things are not looking good. He got taken down behind the box. That's an unfortunate spot. I mean, it's a very cheeky spot. If it works, you can find at least 2 on that angle. But if it is not going to work, then you're not going to even get 1 enemy. A mere shorty is what you need. It's Ash on the other corner, will shut down Caramel. It's Ash, he needs to be on par. She's got a lot of damage, but won't be able to take even 1 down. Hunter's Fury and Overdrive. Are they going to invest in it or just go for a save?
I'm out of here.
Well, they're trying to take the fight. There's still attempts. It's too close to comfort. Cannot risk losing yet another round just for the sake of not trying. However, I don't think they're going to be able to find this for themselves. Let's see, and we might just be distracting the players. Ceylon will get a star. It's still doable, but the time will run out if they don't stick right now.
Enemy remaining.
And they didn't.
That was their best, ba? Not impressed.
Envy is not impressed and not scared as well. The way he's playing. I mean, he's like down to a thin wire, like 12, 20 HP and all. But he still wants to fight back. He knows that he has stunned the opponent. Now he wants to pull out the shorty. Look at him. He was like 38 HP. Could have been taken down by a 100 HP individual. But still was able to take him down, and the last frag also came into his favor. But honestly, guys, I think it is justified. It is DUPG who is playing, and they do have a decent composition in their favor. It's not like the composition is out of the box. At the same point, they are attacking. So 7 is a good score. But from the other side, for the defenders, 5 is something that they should look at. At least 5 rounds in their favor, so that they can start in a good way on this attack-oriented map.
I don't think that can happen though. Look at the amount of ultimates available for the side of DUPG. They can actually get themselves around completely on the basis of the ultimates itself. Look at that. A very huge chunk of damage already dealt from the side of A-Star. Already putting DUPG on the advantageous side of it.
Flash point. Disease finds Lavish. Unfortunate again.
Take this. Go, go, go.
Paranoia. Disease, he takes out Arjun as well. Envy again with a shorty. I mean, what is happening, guys? Bucky in the hand, but Ceylon, he will get compromised. At the end, the individuals will survive it. There's going to be an 8-2 scoreline. Maybe they are pulling off an 8-4 or maybe even a 10-2. 9-3 could be a curse, so they should avoid it maybe. But
I think 9-3
happening
is
to
the
them.
scoreline though.
okay.
Because the ultimates are mounting up on both the sides. They both are going to be capable enough to go ahead and actually squeeze one round for each. However, if this round goes away from XCREW, then I don't know what happens in the next one because they won't have the right weaponry, they won't have the right economy, so they may or may not be able to go ahead for it. So this is definitely the one round which XCREW can hope on. But let's see.
Long, beautiful crossfire being built from both the sides, both the angles. Charge is going to find one more. Rommel goes down. Other one is stuck into the corner. That's Disease. Overdrive is available if they want to go for it. XCREW. What are they going to do? Site has already been infiltrated. It's hybrid. Oh my god. It's
One
Ash.
enemy
Just a
remaining.
better aim. Lavish finds A-Star as well. He asked for it, Anna, that this is the round that they need. But Disease is still out there. Maybe a 1v4 is due. No, not at all. It's
No,
Ash.
it's
He
not.
is going to pull off a 1v3 of his own.
Yep.
Last round in
It's
the
Ash
half.
will be able to shut that one down, and I think this particular round is the one where the lockdown finally comes into action, where the Rolling Thunder comes alongside it, and those two can actually be a win condition for an attacking team on a 3-sided map. So let's see if that's going to be the case for the side of DUPG, because if they do that, we are walking in with a 9-3.
Yeah, the ultimates are sure looking good. That see, the problem is I was saying that maybe Cypher is going to be a pain for that Neon, but they kind of know where those trips are going to come. They are able to shut it down with those shock darts of their own and the aftershock that they have got. There is a lockdown. They're trying to hit B. All Neon and their teammates can do is just abide, because if they're stuck here, it is just not going to work. Here comes the overdrive as well. Lockdown followed up by another ultimate. That's a big
Look
team
at
investment.
that.
And it's
It was
Ash.
a nice try.
They line up and they take their opponent away. Hunter's Fury from the other side, but Karamel quick on his feet. Oh my god, that's always insulting. Mine two maybe? No, he gets just one.
Down, C.
A Rolling Thunder, 1 HP! 1 HP! Ceylon! Oh my god, he
Still
did it!
gets it.
He did it!
Still gets it.
At 1 HP!
Switching sides.
Unimaginable.
Anna, in these particular rounds, you need not be that overconfident. Why would you even pull off your shorty out? It
Exactly.
was 1 HP, could have gone with a Vandal, but I think shorty is also justified maybe because larger fire radius. Maybe one good bullet could have got him down. It's just Ceylon is better. Let's just conclude with that.
Be good, yeah.
Right here. Right
The
here.
Rolling Thunder Warriors utilized at the right exact time, but then still being able to come back into the fight and beat Ceylon was just not possible. He just had the better fight there. However, overall, DUPG is looking good enough. They are looking to be in the promising position for this one. Well, let's see. I think there might just be an answer from the side of XCREW as well. They are just as good right now. Karamel?
Ouch, Arjun. I mean, that half shield saved the day.
Shadows traveling.
Classic in the half shield.
That did, yeah.
Yeah, 20 HP, because 20 HP is where Karamel is standing right now. There were some good shots from Arjun, no doubt. What? Ceylon, hello? Stunned. Karamel super low. And even Ceylon is down to a thin wire. But still, 50% HP is kind of intact.
Spike planted.
Should we go with 48%? Envy, he's also low. Karamel is low.
There.
Plant has happened. And the players are roaming in sight. Not even concerned for the long. There's a tripwire appointed. And the Sova wants to infiltrate.
The HP being that low is the reason no push is coming. But you look at A-Star. A-Star will be able to come in and change the
Karamel
game,
is
but
still
he
popping
could
off.
not. Lavish still
Last
found
player
him.
standing.
Lavish still found him. It's a 1v2 now and won't be standing for long.
Cover going out.
Lovely.
They were holding off for A-Star to come in so they could see something miraculous happen from the back end, but A-Star got caught off instantly. Lavish, as he is playing the Sentinel for this one, was obviously aware of the fact that there's someone who could be lurking. That's exactly what I do the whole game. Got him.
Yeah. 8-5. A bonus buy. Now those specters and all can be beneficial. Look at this. Arjun has got a specter but still wants to pop up with the classic for a brief moment. Now has got a specter to work with. It's Ash. Ramal is down. See, the only way you can beat a bonus buy round is either playing on angle or going all in. Not giving any space to your opponent to stand in. Ash, Bucky being evaded. Ceylon will fight back. It's not a flawless but a near flawless round, maybe, because the plant will happen inevitably. But the guy who can stop it is going to be A-Star, but unfortunately he has been stopped. Lavish is going to completely shut him down. 6-8.
I can't see them yet.
So, any rectification with your predictions, Anna?
Not really. I'll stick to the guns.
That's good. Lovely. Now let's see if DUPG is going to be there with a sunset under the banner, or XCREW is just going to shut it off with a 2-0. Honestly, I also believe that 2-0 is not the ideal scoreline for a upper bracket finals, man. At least a 2-1. I mean, at least a close fight needs to be there. But in the previous map, we got to see 13-8. In this one, we might just get to see 13-10 from one particular side. Arjun! Beautiful, beautiful play from his corner. Now that the players are pushing, Goranj
That
will
failed.
get any opportunity to NV2K. PV5. Who can save the day? It could be Disease, honestly.
Last player standing.
Does not stand tall for really long. A-Star will be left in a 1v3 situation and will be taken off by Lavish. This is not looking good for the side of DUPG. Yet again, they do fall to the shambles.
See, the players who are failing from XCREW, they are popping off right now. It's Ash, Lavish. Arjun, we still want to see him doing what he did in Ascent. I mean, an ace, some 1v3s, 1v4s in every other round from sides of Arjun. It should be there in this map as well. But talking about the ultimates, the ult tops are just stacking up right now. Ceylon is very close to his own overdrive. Want to see how that is going to be there. But the previous full buy round, that was out of the hands of DUPG. It's a big no for them, but they kind of lost it. And now they're playing on Mayor Sheriff, some half shields and all. It's just not going to be easy for them to deal with. And remember guys, none of the hits were on B or A so far. They have not even come close to A side so far. Every now and then it's either C or Garage, but the plant always supposed to happen to happens to be there on the C side. It clearly shows that they're just trying to play the mind games against their opponents. But now that they're approaching A, let's see. Is he going to check right? Just go for it. He did. They've spotted the individual. Shock dart. No effect.
Back to C. Circling back to C. This time around, there's definitely a read from the side of DUPG. They're constantly moving in. However, they were a little too late. Lost a couple of players already. Couple of most important players
30
already.
seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Hello, it's Ash.
Yeah, it's done for.
Either it was a good jiggle or he was just trying to paint some paintings. Anyway guys, 8-8 already. No such big loss, because even if we talk about Ceylon, he got down but eventually he was able to still get 3 frags apparently. 1v3 and then he was shot down. Now looking at the ultimates, A-Star is there with the Hunter's Fury, which can be beneficial for them, and they have invested big. NV2K wants to go big with that op, Regent Shield and an Vandal in the favor of Caramel. At the same point, when it comes to the other 3, they have Vandals and full shields, so loads of utils and a lot of confidence as well that this is it. 8-8. That's all we are going to give it to you. Now we want to fight back. Alron. Good.
DUPG, the defensive side just does not look as good for them.
I'm out of here.
It's already an equalizer, and well, it was 4 rounds in for one of the sides in the first half as well before XCREW was able to get their first round. If this history repeats, DUPG might get their first here, but then that's not very comfortable, is it? A-Star will be able to find one. A good enough follow through from the rest of the team. It's gonna be a 2v5 now. It's still a post plan though. They are still running against time. That overdrive can be punishing. Everyone is stacked up at the same exact spot.
Player standing. One enemy
Could not
remaining.
do a lot. Had to come down all the way to a 1v1 from a 2v4. Not a good win.
Yeah, they lost their teammates. But they can collect that op, probably, hopefully. It's up there in heaven. Is he going to get it? No. That 4700 credits is down the drain. NV happens. Never mind. NV pulls up another one shot, one kill type of weapon. And that's the judge. Let's see how effective it is going to be. What a valuable start from DUPG in this second half, maybe. This particular round, after losing 4 back-to-back rounds, they were able to bring 1 to their name.
Ah, breaks over.
Very expensive recons from both the sides. Both the humans have their ultimates and a Hunter's Fury, along with an overdrive from the other side as well. Ceylon pushes in, but I think NV2K has already pushed in with that ult of his own. They're going to check the right corner. They need to, because that's a very tight-knit corner. They need to spot where the player is. They did! A big confusion coming in, and that is what always happens with the Neon. Confuses you a lot. At the end, Lavish does on NV2K as well. Pretty quickly this round is going to end. But Disease is the only one who is going to maybe save it. They have Vengeance Vandal, a region, and a lot of hopes for the team.
Well, if the chase does begin, he will be found very quickly. And it has begun. What are you... Okay. Okay. Did his job.
That job is not going to give him enough creds to go ahead and get another investment. It's going to be a save round. N9 maybe. But the best part is that we kind of expect that in Valorant, whenever you have a full buy, you are going to be even more effective. But we have seen a lot of 50 lately in this season. The team which does not have a good buy, they kind of pop off, they kind of shut the players down with the Vandals and operators and whatnot. Similar thing might happen, but Karamel wanted to be cheeky, will not happen, get spotted. The whole side is now wide open. Maybe he's going to get one. He did. Is he going to find 2? Oh my god, lovely. Ceylon. No fear in this guy's eye. He is just going all in. XCREW might be the crew going to the grand finals.
Might very well be, but I would still not call it off just yet, because again, it's just 1 round lead. Very close to the final few calls, so still gotta keep waiting. But let's see. Definitely not leaving DUPG in a good enough position to be able to even stay in the fight.
Right. I mean,
They
every
will
now
have
and
a
then,
buy
whenever they are trying to build economy, they're just getting shut down. 10-9, as you rightly called it out, is not a big difference. It all requires is a 1 good round in their favor, and 10-10 will be the ideal scoreline then. It's all about who is setting up the marker and who is trying to chase it. The goal setters and the goal chasers. That is where things will change. Nano swarms. The shrouded step and then the breach. They just jumped in. And here's the defenders locked on as well. Karamel finds Lavish. That's not good.
I'm out of here.
Planned for long. And from here, the rest other individuals are going to fight. But it's Ash. He's also compromised. Arjun gets it done. That's good. Rolling Thunder of their own. Ceylon finds 2. Karamel shuts down Ceylon. Whoa! Got answers down.
A 1v2.
Arjun, what will he do? There you go. 10-10. As you said.
4 for Karamel. Yep.
Thanks.
Yeah.
However, this is about time. If DUPG does not continue winning rounds from here, they can already bid goodbye to their dream of, being one of the teams that goes to be in the upper bracket all through, because the economy has to stabilize now. If not now, then I don't know when.
I agree. If you're going to consume this much time in order to just be back into the mix, it might cost you. But lately, it seems like that economy from both the sides is looking good. 2 region shields from Paramil and Disease. These guys love to explore the newer metas, the newer patch notes and all. Alright, with this Confess, another player has already been stunned. Envy is going to find a lot of value in it. But short as well has been damaged, not enough to completely put him down. On the other corner, Ceylon is trying to put up a lot of pressure on Means. Is it going to happen? Back covers, random shots, not connecting anymore. Lavish on the other corner wants to go on mid, where Paramil is patiently waiting for him, I believe.
That he is. If Lavish tries to enter the garage area, he'll definitely be picked off. If he tries to go into B, there's definitely gonna be... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say alarm bot and nano swarms, but now they are of no use. It's a 4v3. Very little HP on NV2K. A-Star will be taken down as well, and this is again an 11-10 in the favor of XCREW, because in this 1v4, I don't think I can see Hybrid be scary.
Lavish, he was the game changer, I truly believe that, because if Caramel could have survived, things would have been going south for the sides of Team XCREW. But the best part is, Caramel got taken down. Lavish instantaneously went in for the neural theft, got the info of where the players are, and then we got to see Ceylon going all in. 27 frags already, guys, in 21 rounds. I mean, yeah, it's not that big of a wow factor, but remember, it's DUPG they are fighting against. It's a team who has already shown their true colors in the last few seasons, who knows what they need to do. But Hybrid, that was beautiful. The only Vandal, the hero Vandal that they had, they were able to get a good value out of it. Hybrid is still trying to find a few more frags. Is he going to get it or not? Time will tell. Fast lane. Caramel, you're walking right into the death trap. He got shot down. It's as shuts down Hybrid as well. Yeah, guys, it is basically 12-10. I do believe that. It is pretty much possible right now. That will happen.
Seems
They're
like
going
it.
To invest. No, they are not going to invest in the Hunter's Bleeding. Easy.
12-10, and also very good ultimates available for the next coming round. I think XCREW is gonna do good for themselves. They might just be able to call this a 13-10. They might just be able to close this off on a 2-0
So I want to
against
ask you, Anna,
DUPG.
now, is it the Astrologer Ana or the Jinx Caster Ana now?
Jinx Caster Ana.
Lintik kayo.
Let's go W for that. Anyway, let's see if there is a comeback, if there is an OT being cooked up. Because Ceylon took his own sweet time to cook up this kind of vengeance, the redemption that he was able to bring after a need for in the attacking half. Maybe DUPG is also bringing something different from their own table, because when these high stake match happens, when you are pinned, you kind of tend to bring something different. Fast lane, again, trying to confuse their opponent, trying to get the better value. Oh, no. A-Star will get one. Ceylon retaliates, takes another one down instantaneously, but there's Disease, who is fighting back. Caramel is holding. Lavish once again, a little bit bitter. An op, a Bulldog. This is difficult. He finds one. Will he get two? He did! Hybrid! Game changer. Oh my god, look at this.
There we go. DUPG still finding some footing in the fight. They've also been able to carry forward their weapons, and in a good enough manner, they will have the right kind of weaponry to fight this round.
Gotta go.
But I mean, definitely gotta commend Ceylon. He has 29 frags. 29. That's a lot.
My only complaint is Arjun. 9 frags, I mean.
Mine is
okay, you are
NB2K.
initiator. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is also justified. I mean, NV2K, the way he has played in the last few matches. Is he going to go down? Karamel. Is he going to swing? I think he's waiting for that alarm bot to trigger. Did trigger. Kills are open. Hunter's Fury being utilized. The player has been spotted. Karamel will get one. Ceylon has been taken down. He gets two. It is an OT, guys. I do believe that it's pretty much possible. Hybrid. Shots on Lavish. Oh, beautiful. A flawless to win it all. There you guys. An OT. The overtime will be coming in.
Switching sides.
It was there on day number 1. It is here on day number 4 in the upper bracket finals.
Well, DUPG it is. I mean, the way this team plays, they can always bring themselves back from the mouth of death. However, I do believe that now that we're in OT, the economy is definitely not something anyone is going to be worried about. So we can see these players play on their full-fledged performances. I am seeing a Phantom coming in from the side of Arjun. Let's see how much that is going to shift the meta, because as the patch released, never mind me. He switched back to a Vandal.
Scanning ahead.
Goodness. Can I have some Phantoms here?
But now the Vandal worked. Ceylon got a value. That's Karamel. One of the most crucial individual has been taken down. So no more flanks, no more backstabs and all, no more confusion with the Sentinel being on the back. KJ is down, post-plant scenario. That's not going to be effective with those nano swarms and all. It's a big blunder for DUPG. They're definitely guessing or second guessing right now, questioning themselves. What next? How can we approach? How can we win this fight? They have taken the control of A.
Cover going
Pretty deep
out.
in it. Haven has been smoked off. They've got the info. So we should actually get that info to their teammates. Yeah, plan is happening. 4v5. Post-plan scenario. Let's see how it's going to work.
Well, Hybrid does have a very good position for himself, but he will get spotted by Goranch. And now with the recon coming in, there's definitely way too much information released. DUPG still trying to unfold the numbers. NV2K will be able to change things around, and he will be able to bring the 13th on board for the team.
Lovely.
Switching sides.
The advantage walking in on overtime will be towards the side of DUPG.
It's good. A round where they lost Karamel, they still won the round. That's beautiful. That's why I said, just wait for it. They might be cooking some recipe of their own. That recipe is overtime win. Well, 13 already. DUPG looking good. They do have lead. Envy is investing big. No shields for him. There you go. The shielded Ceylon is now down. What will Arjun do? There's no necessity of once again peeking in and op. Melee bowls, the flash is working. Goranj finds a star. That is good. Still, the fight is on. 4v4 for now.
Oh, Arjun is about to say goodbye. If he walks down here, he is about to say goodbye. They're all moving in from A long. Are you aware though, NV2K? Karamel. Ready to sneak up.
Spike down A.
What was that hybrid? But well, NV2K
Oh,
will still
lovely.
be able to close this off with a 4K of his own, and
Amazing.
DUPG will still end up winning the second map even after losing the second half of it so badly. I am happy the way the comeback happened.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, XCREW definitely gave one hell of a fight, but at the end, PUBG just knew better. PUBG was cooking something different as we were speculating, and a lot of fans were also speculating that PUBG is going to win this one, and it will be a sunset map that we're going to see as a decider. And it's only fair to bring in upper bracket finals and not have the decider as well. So yeah, the decider is here. Sunset is the map which is going to tell us who is the winner. But honestly, what a way to come back. For both the sides, I would like to applaud for both of them. XCREW from an 8-4 scoreline where they had just 4 rounds in the banner, they were able to bring a scoreline of 12-10, and from there everything changed for them.
Yup. After 12-10, they just needed one single mistake from the side of DUPG, but DUPG did not make any. It did get pushed onto an overtime. And in the first overtime itself, it did get converted into a victory for the side of DUPG. But well, I am happy for the results because we get to see the third map. But we will soon find out which one of these teams is going to be walking directly into the grand finals. But before that, let's see how this particular map unfolded.
Oof, what a match. Initially, it definitely looked like DUPG, they are here with a vengeance and they want to fight back because the way Ascent was snagged away from their corner, they were not happy about it. And it was clearly evident in their playstyle as well. They were just pushing in Envy, having fun with those shorties. Every now and then he was just confusing his opponent, trying to just bait in the fires from their opponents and then get the players out. But like after there was a scoreline of 7-2 or 7-1, I believe. Yeah, 7-2. From there, things started to like go a different way altogether.
That they did. These crucial moments definitely added up to how the whole game, unfolded for both the teams. The first half completely made it feel like DUPG was going to be the one who is going to keep winning one after the other. But then again, there was a comeback. Specifically, this particular round, if the last round of the first half hadn't gone the way it did, it would have started on a 9-3 because single-handedly Ceylon was able to bring back a round for the side of XCREW, which wasn't written in the books for them. It was a very difficult one, but well, a lot of such difficult close victories got added up to XCREW putting themselves on a 12-10, a 2-round lead against DUPG with a single round left before victory, but then DUPG just completely seized everything and placed themselves on the winning side of it.
Every particular round, it was a cat and mouse chase from both the sides, to be honest. But DUPG, the way they were able to bring the last two, so amazing. And eventually the 24th round was a flawless. That is a big statement. But if you see, DUPG also came down to the last individual, especially in the 25th round. After that, the way things were followed up, they had no way. XCREW had no chance to like really bounce back. They could have like rotated back. I was pretty confused about the approach, that why do they want to hit A when they've already lost 2 on the A's main? Why? They could have actually gone back to B or maybe C, confuse the players, and once again come back to A. I have no explanation regarding what happened over there in that 26th round, but all in all, the scoreboard tells us that DUPG is going to be the better one, but Neon on the other corner, Ceylon, look at 31 frags. That is just something amazing. But Caramel, whenever the situation demands, this guy pops off, no doubt in that.
Absolutely. Caramel has 23 frags for himself, and so does NV2K as well. Both of them have cumulatively put a big number on the board for their team. But yeah, I mean, definitely cannot ignore Ceylon at all whatsoever. I think this is the second time we're seeing this happen, Ceylon being that fantastic and still not being the man on the winning team. But well, there we are with the MVP of the map, Ceylon, as expected, with 326 ACS and 183 ADR.
Right. Good one. Good one coming in from their side. Ceylon, phenomenal individual, no doubt in that. On Neon, he definitely overshadowed the other one, NV2K. The way he was playing on his attacking up, he was having fun, no doubt in that. But Ceylon, the way he was playing, it just felt like that he means business. He is here to win.
That is right. And well, we did have one more winner in the process. We did have this giveaway going on for VPs, and for that we have Mayur VK as a winner. So congratulations, buddy. And hope you're able to get your coins as quickly as possible. Go ahead and get some skins.
Yeah, go on guys. And if I'm not wrong, there will be another giveaway, so stay tuned guys, because on 3 PM the next stream you will be there with a giveaway. But now what we are waiting on patiently is what will happen next in Sunset. Well, it's a map which was pretty chaotic, to be honest, but lately it seems like that the attackers also get an advantage due to the changes. But we'll take a short break for now. We'll be back to see what happens in Sunset. Stay tuned. Alright guys, you are back again. After a short break, we are back in the Esports Club Presents, the Showdown series, Season 6 of Valorant, powered by Crucial by Macron. Our GP partner is Zodiac Gaming, and the media partner is Gossip.gg. Now the question is, now that we have the decider, DUPG or XCREW, who's gonna win it? What about that, Tana?
PUBG.
Okay, nice, interesting. I want to go with XCREW because I've seen that potential. I've seen them coming back from 8-4 to 12 in, then obviously losing to a scoreline of 14-12, which is not that ideal. But yeah, guys, I have seen that potential. So for that reason, I would definitely love to see what once again these guys are going to offer and how they're going to play. No doubt, PUBG has got a very good lineup. Ramel is there, and V is there. They are super amazing, but there is a space where the other guys can fill in. So that's why XCREW, maybe they're going to win, but it's just mere speculation between us, guys. What do you guys think? Let us know on the chats. Monitors are there, they'll let you know. But at the same point, guys, this map is not that easy anymore. It was pretty challenging initially as well, but now that the changes are there, both in mid and also on the sides, that is why I think for attackers as well, there is a good blessing in disguise. Like they can go for plant easily. There is certain covers that they do have, and they can avail those covers in which they can find some beneficial angles to play with. So all of that might help them a lot. Let's see what happens next.
Absolutely. There's definitely quite a lot that can happen and quite a lot that has changed. Again, I want to see both these teams making the best of it and just finding themselves the opportunities to go ahead and place themselves in the winning situations at every possible position. I do have more faith in the overall, coordination from the side of PUBG, but yeah, I agree that there's definitely quite a lot of potential coming in from the side of XCREW as well. I mean, the way they are challenging PUBG, the way they're putting PUBG in a place where they have to be completely uncomfortable in itself is a great deal.
Let's see. Honestly, I do believe that the attacking side is going to be with PUBG, so they need to find once again that comfortable momentum in their favor. Attacking half is going to be very, very important, because if you are able to once again build a score which is higher and dominating in the first half, you might find your value once again back in the second half, and there are a lot of chances that you can prevail. There are a lot of moments that you might lose, but at the same point you still will have that lead in your favor. So all of that might be beneficial for the sides of PUBG. So the sole goal for PUBG is going to be 8-4, nothing below that.
I believe that. I think PUBG is going to have a lot to work with here. But then again, from the side of XCREW, their goal is going to be to deny anything more than a 7-5. So let's see how they go ahead and perform for that. So XCREW definitely has a lot to care for, a lot to worry about. But I think with Ceylon on their side, with Itzash on their side, they definitely have good enough opportunity to change things around. And that's exactly how I want to see things unfold for their side. It's going to be quite essential for XCREW to go forward with every bit of their best for what's to come next. And actually, I could say the same for PUBG. Both the teams do need to put their 100% in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are talking about the qualification for the grand finals. It's like you are one step closer to the prize pool, one step closer to the major chunk of the prize pool. And obviously, in the grand finals, that BO5 is going to be equally challenging. It's not like they are going to get any easy pass in it. Obviously, the challenge is going to be there. But for now, what matters the most is how you're going to be there in the grand finals. Or are you going to take the longer route, which is obviously dropping down to the lower bracket, fighting against the opponent, and then again qualifying, maybe not qualifying as well. But yeah, guys, let's dive into the map, and eventually in Sunset, we will get to see a lot of interesting changes right now. Let's see what talking about the picks, not that unconventional, having a raise. Let's see what XCREW is going to build.
We'll soon find out. I mean, I do want to see Sunset being one of those maps where, I see some experimentation going on. But then again, we are seeing very, like, how do I say? Very often picked composition from both the sides.
Right.
But then again, I do want to see how they're gonna implement it in a different way, because they cannot just go ahead and do what they do on regular basis and still expect to win against each other. Both these teams require to be surprised to be able to have an edge against each other.
That's the only reason why these teams have one map each, because they were able to surprise their opponents. In the first one, in Ascent, we got to see DUPG doing something phenomenal, and then XCREW came coming back in that particular map, and finally DUPG once again retaliated, got a good score. XCREW in the second map once again bounced back, but in OT, story was completely different. Both the rounds went in their name. But yeah, guys, we are now jumping in Sunset, the new Sunset, which is going to set a new marker for any of this team. Maybe DUPG, maybe XCREW, who's going to be the first one to move into the grand finals. That is something that we are going to witness. But look at this, the changes on B, they are just so drastic, which the attackers now do have the benefit.
That's their site. B is definitely one of the ones that needs to be, one of the more hit sites from the attacking side. It's definitely become more accessible. But then again, PUBG right now is having completely different plans for themselves. They are trying to move in towards site A. And I think Goranche is going to be caught off guard. However, Ceylon will be able to provide the support.
Ouch.
But wait
What?
a second, it's just the exact opposite. Goranche
One enemy remaining.
Hello?
These two men have completely closed down the first round by themselves. Ceylon and Goranche. Just doing it for the team.
I think they're not even happy or not even kind of okay with what happened to them in the previous map. Here with a furious play, I mean, they're just going all in. Playing on angles, doing everything by the book, but being way too effective. Way too effective, honestly. Now, talking about the mid contention, obviously the market doors are down. Taking out smallest nook and cranny, and V2K, that's good, that's okay. But with this kind of buy, having a Bucky in your hand, your opponents have got some outlaws and whatnot to play with. There you go. Rage finds not just one but two. A collateral from his corner, I believe.
Call it three.
Oh my god. This is once again a 2v5.
Yet again. Both the initiators just going into the game being like, let's just take this from here. A beautiful 3 for Rage. He literally got a collat in the first and then went in for 3 for himself. Even 2 for Goranche. I mean, this is just amazing the way he is playing right now.
Right here.
2-0. Now, a full buy will be coming in from the sides of PUBG. This is around where they might change stuff. They've broken the door. They have spotted with spiking placement. They're just going to plaster him maybe in the near future. Take him down. But obviously it's just not that easy, Arjun. Had some decent crits, could have gone for a different weapon, but very unlikely. Tripwires. These tripwires are going to be menace. But they've broken it. Relay bolts. A-Star finds Arjun as well. Oh my god, Envy. That is just not what is supposed to happen. Shuts his opponent down. Goranche and his teammate, they are marching in. I don't really know what kind of play was this from the sides of XCREW, because they had some economy, man. They could have easily invested in a Vandal. But they went in for Outlaws, for some Buckies and all. Yeah, whatever. There you go. A flawless to repay it all.
An absolutely necessary one for the side of PUBG, because they would themselves want to have a very stable economy for the coming ones. But now starts the real game, with both the teams having their own set of complete weaponry, complete utility. However, it has put XCREW on a very advantageous position, because being the ones who won 2 rounds, they are closer to their ultimates compared to the players from the side of PUBG.
Yeah, agreed. Well, tech pause, I believe. XCREW, as you rightly called it out, 2 big rounds in their favor. They won the pistol, they won the bonus. And obviously they had just that bonus buy in their hands. Well, not that beneficial in it, but I do believe that in near future things will change. XCREW for them on this defensive side, winning at least 7 or 8 rounds is going to be the go-to goal. for DUPG. They wanted to win at least 7 or maybe just equalize. 6-6 could be a good scoreline for DUPG as well. But yeah, so far so good. Every single round has been a close contention for a lot of individuals, but Borange lately is popping off. Rage, he's out there. Arjun, yeah, once again, we really need to see what Arjun is going to do, how Arjun is going to fight back, because if Arjun pops off, there's a good chance that XCREW is going in the finals.
I agree. He is definitely one of the players with a lot of potential in him. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you can blame anyone from the side of XCREW for any of it, because again, Goranch and Rage just went in for two-man squad against everyone, and same did Goranch and Ceylon for the 2 rounds that XCREW was able to win. And then DUPG just did not give any frags out to the side of XCREW at all in the next coming one. So not that we can call out anyone from the side of XCREW just yet for not showing up, because they actually did not get the opportunity to even take a fight, let alone win one.
Let's hope for the best for the next few rounds, man, because it's very important for the sides of DUPG as well to find their way back in the picture. Obviously, they won 1 round in their favor. They need to get more. Good setups obviously are going to be welcomed. But looking at the composition, that Neon can be effective for the sides of DUPG, because you might find that momentum of the previous map, it's like your hand is set for that. And you can quickly adapt to it in the next map as well. But bringing in a different agent in a altogether different map where sides are just 2, top mid bottom, and all of those areas are pretty contested. I think bringing a different agent was something that Envy was not happy about or okay with. But yeah, Envy altogether is a very effective individual. We have seen him popping off, we have seen him getting a lot of value for the team. I just hope it just gets to continue. They just get to, like, every now and then get some good rounds in their favor. So yeah, hoping for the best. But XCREW at the same point, I know that they are on the defensive side. I know that they do have a decent economy to work with. This could be theirs as well.
I agree. XCREW might just be able to find themselves a good enough footing from here. I mean, the more rounds they get in the first half, the easier the second half will be. But then again, DUPG being one of the teams that is trying to place themselves back into the game right now, I feel like will have a good enough opportunity here. I'm not loving the weaponry they've chosen for themselves, but I definitely want to see how this unfolds. I do like Karamel's background though.
Okay.
Very pastel, very bright.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Disease, Hybrid, these 2 individuals still trying to find their way back. Same goes for Arjun and its Ash. Interesting. Well, if you talk about the team game, DUPG is better. We have seen that, because whenever the situation demands, these guys, they are like in sync. They play way too well. XCREW on the other corner, whenever they have won, we have seen like one of those individual player from the team popping off a lot. Like it could be Ceylon, it could be other teammates start popping off, and then they keep on winning rounds and round. Anyway, NV2K, we have started the action. NV2K wants a push in, shock darts, fast lane activated. The Neon, is he gonna be sneaky enough? A-Star finds one, that's beautiful. Few more random shots in the dark covers. Karamel finds one more. There you go, Hybrid. He shuts down its Ash as well. Karamel, that's good. A big hefty invested round. Ceylon, all he's going to get is 1. Is he going to find few more values? Let's see. He did connect. He did tag the player, but look at Envy with the current bit in the hand. He's just marching in, trying to anticipate where the play could be and shut him down as well. It could be a near flawless win for them.
Oh, okay. Envy is entering from an area which could be slightly dangerous for him. No, he's gonna be able to catch the player completely off guard. Missed the first few shots on a completely unaware player. Okay. Happens.
Two to two. 4 rounds done. None of them is leading. Yeah, one of them is leading in terms of their economical advantage, and that's DUPG. They have vandals, full shields, and all, along with a lot of utils and some reserve credits as well for the next few rounds. So yeah, DUPG is definitely in their element.
Revealing area.
They need not worry for the next few rounds specifically. But on the other corner, an aggression being shown. Arjun finds one. Shock dart, yes, it has been delivered. But this guy still wants to fight. After Shock finds its Sash. Recon. His position has been revealed. Ceylon, beautiful. That was a beautiful pick. A showstopper. Whose show is going to get stopped? Let's wait and watch. Paranoia, Kravel. He shuts down Ceylon. He was super low. It is all trickling down to one last piece of the puzzle. That's Disease. Where is he?
If he
Rage?
finds the timing, he might be able to find the players as well because very little
Yeah.
HP sustains on the Omen.
Got the spike.
Gets back with the spike. B is the ideal side, of course. But
They don't have the raid.
yeah, that's exactly why B is a particular side where a good setup can be set by Disease. I mean, he can hold off Boba or some different angles like that. Maybe even market after
30
going for a
seconds
plant.
left.
Yeah, it can help them a lot.
He's still checking his corners. Very little time left for him to commit.
Ten seconds left.
Now he's sure. Now he's sure. He knows he can go in for the plant.
Spike planted.
Covers, both the players will be trying to swing, like swing from the same angle so that they do not get isolated. Because in these moments, when you are fighting a 1v2 battle, getting isolated is the worst part of the action. Because if you do get isolated like this, things will go south, and Disease is the one who is going to take it away. A 1v3, beautiful wall bang, and the headshot being connected on the other guy as well. Rage is gonna be furious now because yeah, this was not the round they wanted to really lose.
I'm out of here.
Anyway, guys, with respect to an economical disadvantage, they did wonderful.
That they did. That they did. But yes, DUPG is definitely going to be happy with this added round to their list because if they are able to go ahead and get one more, they will be able to go ahead and put one more. Like this is buy one get one free round for the side of DUPG because if they get this, then there's definitely no room for XCREW to get the next one. Thrifties are very rare between these two teams.
But Raman unfortunately won't go long enough. There's a fake that is being sold, but the spike is still out there on B. Neon slowly entering, trying to find Radiator hit on. Here comes the Hunter's Fury, trying to block off the market. Those will be down. On the other corner, there's another fight being initiated on A-mains, but nothing is really working for them. They tried to take the control on each side. None of the side is under control. DUPG, maybe it's a 3-3.
Might very well be. However, the end. Why not check the corners? He still won the fight, but why not check the corners? And we, in a good enough position, knows exactly where Goran should be coming from. Is ready for the fight. Has the dark cover helping him? Gets one. Was about to get the other, but Goran will be able to clean up the whole crew. XCREW getting yet another one.
You failed.
Plus the Hunter's Fury online.
Yeah, 3-3. XCREW. Not giving any space to their opponents, but remember, they are the attackers. You cannot give them more than 5 rounds. More than 4, to be honest. Let's see if XCREW is going to justify that. Regen shields, half shields, fully equipped with the Vandals. And there are 2 more ultimates which are on the way. Even for Omen and also for the Raze very quickly. You might actually find their ultimates, but from the other side we have an expensive Recon and then the Overdrive. NB2K. Is he going to play on that ult for now? I think this is a round where they might just go with the judge. Oh, the ultimate is online. Shogs, the pain shell is going to stop them. Hybrid finds the rage as well. Yup, there you go, Envy. But before Envy could have taken him down, there's already a frag that has happened. Karamel! Beautiful. Beautiful reflexes from his corner as well. Now, a 2v3. And there's already a wrap that has been done by Disease. Disease, even after being tagged, finds a value. Still, 1v2 is not that easy, honestly.
Not really, not in this particular position. Okay. The complete information is gonna get relayed. Not really a lot to do here. That judge from that distance just dinging it. A-Star will be able to shut this off, and DUPG with yet another advantage for themselves. I can tell this is definitely gonna be a cat and mouse map, you know. DUPG will keep getting one round after the other, and XCREW will keep chasing that score, or they will start setting up their own, chase markers. It's just, this is not gonna be one-sided at all.
I agree. Pretty cutthroat, pretty challenging for both the sides. Even with respect to the maps that has happened. First one goes in favor of XCREW, then DUPG comes in. Now it seems like that maybe DUPG is going to just close it off. Ramel, rage goes down. Yeah, he definitely was on point with his aim. Beautiful headshot being appointed. Ceylon. That boom bot is going to give up a lot of info, but it was desired. Oh my god, this is good. Karamel, you're surprised, you get surprised as well.
A-Star, good enough position, will have to have some discipline. Finds the first, finds no more than that. Edzash will be able to pick that one. It's a 3v3, the numbers are still balanced. DUPG is still on the better side of it because even with the numbers, they have time on their side as well.
Last player standing.
Half defusal is done. They have to get Ceylon.
Gotta go.
No time.
He
What?
just...
Okay. There's that.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, they started with sheriffs and classics. Okay, can be happy about it. Yeah, that last neon. I don't know what was that, rotation, bait, fun, whatever. It just happened, guys. It just happened. NV2K. He showed why he has got that neon.
Overall, XCREW is doing pretty well, but the number of rounds is just not falling in their corner just yet. They have to look for DUPG's mistakes to be able to capitalize on it. I want them to become
Careful here.
more and more prominent so they don't have to wait for DUPG to make a mistake for themselves to win. This time around, they will have 3 ultimates handy. Can be pretty helpful. There comes the party.
Spike down A.
Took away one of the most important players, and then right after that followed up with a Vandal frag onto NV2K, leaving DUPG in a very difficult situation.
How are they going to deal with it? Neural theft, they do have that, but they need to put one down for that. Oh no.
They don't have
he
that
fights
anymore.
back.
Player standing.
Yeah, Karamel down. Oh, it's a flawless. Lovely, lovely, lovely way to come back. 4-5, 7-5 is something that XCREW needs to put down. Otherwise, 6-6 may not be that comfortable of a spot for XCREW. Yeah, so far, DUPG is doing wonderful stuff, man. Yeah, they lost the latest round, but still, on attack, you are pressing the nerves of Team XCREW, and you are asking some tough questions from them, making sure that they are under pressure. And Envy on the other corner is just having fun. That guy doesn't even care. He's just rolling and moving forward. Just being that fast, quick-paced duelist. And getting a lot of value for the team again. From the Shadow, beautiful usage of Cyber Cage. Once again, crippled economy. Sheriffs and frenzies and whatnot to work with.
Well, we'll see this round unfold and give us all the answers that's required. This time around, the neural theft will be used from the side of Caramel, which was holding on for quite a while by now. And with all that information in hand, Caramel could have actually capitalized, but he will be sent back to his grave. A 4v3 situation here for XCREW being on the advantage. They might be able to find themselves yet another equalizer. But look at DUPG just changing their plans altogether. I'm not loving the isolated position of NV2K, but with that weapon, he can definitely find himself some very good nooks and crannies to stay in.
I am
Why do I
just
think
waiting to
Ceylon
see
is
if
wiser?
Raze is the first one to swing or the other guys. Okay, no worries.
Nobody.
Planted.
Yeah.
NV is very
Now,
low though.
again.
There.
Yeah. Flashpoint revealed. And the fault line as well.
Oh,
But still
nicely done.
NV. NV is going to stop. Elon is down. Branch.
He saw the
Out of
barrel,
flashpoint.
he's gonna push.
Okay, might be the
That
changes now.
red-
This, yeah.
Yeah, that
The
rolling
rolling
thunder
thunder might
faced
bring the
him.
changes.
What's another death?
Oh no, the way NV carried the round for the last one. Just a few more seconds, and they could have found themselves a victory. 3 seconds more is all they needed. But it's so difficult in a situation like this. I think that
the best
first
part
frag
was-
on Caramel was the place where the game started falling, because Caramel staying alive even a little bit longer would have pushed the
Yeah.
players of XCREW to play a little more passive, because the neural theft
Agreed.
was online at that time.
But look at Envy. I mean, you had complaints from him regarding the previous map, but in this map, he's definitely impressing us a lot with the judge and all, holding some good angles, down to like 18 HP, but still delivering. That's good. But Ceylon, Nepal's disease. That's how the round needs to be started from defender's perspective. Ceylon, he is low at 50%, but still he's intact. And his Fury was gonna be hunted. Neon swings. A relay bolt.
Oh,
but
no.
Ceylon never really got tased. Arjun on the other confines. Caramel as well. A paranoia to hit. Yeah, the approach was good. Arjun wanted to first of all take Sova down, and then eventually the paranoid woman could have been taken down, but it didn't really work. Ceylon finds a 3K and finally hits 6-5. 7-5 the ideal scoreline. They are just a round away from it.
Round before the switch.
Let's see if they will be able to acquire that. 7-5 is not the best scoreline for the side of XCREW, but I mean, I would have wanted them to walk in with an 8-4, but any advantage is an
start.
advantage, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still want to see if DUPG is gonna really let that happen. They don't have the very good weaponry, but I think they have been able to pull things off with this too.
Almost
No
out.
one is in the mid. Envy.
How far
It's like he
in
owns
is
this
there?
map. He's just marching in.
Goodness.
But Arjun! This time the judge will be getting judged. And there's an outlaw as well. Caramel goes down. Now I think we can say that it's basically a 7-5. Not a lot of chances. A-Star wants to fight back. He did. Got one.
Nobody's aware of Arjun's presence.
Spike down B.
He has nowhere to go. Nowhere.
Got flooded from every single corner.
Switching
I
sides.
mean, market. CD spawn everywhere. Everywhere there were players. And they were getting ready. They were getting ready to pounce on him. He still got a frag. That's valuable. That tells that in pressure moments the aim duels are still better from his side. That's effective. PUBG now has got 5 rounds. They are on the defensive line. A map which was supposed to be a very defensive map, but now lately after the changes on B, we can see maybe there are some commitments. But if you see from PUBG sides, majority of their commitments were from A mains and mid towards A side only. We've got a lot of rounds where we got to see the approach coming on A. Once again, that is getting replicated from the other side as well. XCREW, they want to just pierce in. Achilles goes to elbow. Probably, yeah, Ceylon wants to go to elbow, and the other individuals will be willing to fight back from main. What?
I have the spike.
This one just does not look like the most optimal start for the side of DUPG.
Spike
And
planted.
V2K will still be able to find the numbers advantage for the team. But the defensive side has to work not only against the team but also against the clock.
Where are the other two attackers? They just literally went to CT spawn.
One enemy
They
remaining.
did.
Beautiful, beautiful. But they came back and delivered. Both of them, to be honest. Gorans didn't even got a single frag. Lovely. The pain chills, the aim prowess, everything really worked for XCREW. And see, you were talking about like 7-5 is ideal, but not that ideal. They are going to get an advantage. But this was a round which was supposed to be in the favor of DUPG if they really wanted to come back. Because now the scoreline can easily go to 9-5. And then there will be a 4-round buffer, which again in turn will be absolutely huge.
True that. I do see DUPG forcing a little bit there, just a little bit, getting a Bucky into the mix alongside those sheriffs. So let's see if NB is going to be able to really make some
Oh, NB.
groundbreaking move with it. Very sneaky save for himself. Arjun starting things off on a good note. Oh no, the numbers are not going to stay good for the side of DUPG. This is adios.
Yeah.
One enemy
We have flawless. Yeah, it's just Omen.
Spike planted.
Hybrid. He's also going to get flooded from different corners. Yeah, he has been spotted. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful play coming in from its Sash. The RJ Sheriff worked. And 9-5. That too with a flawless. Of course, there is going to be a lot of buy, but if you see, individuals like Sash never really invested a lot. They were playing with sheriffs. I don't think so. XCREW is going to have a lot of problem, honestly, in this bonus buy type of situation against a full buy.
I agree. They do have a Guardian coming in from their side. There's gonna be some very flashy plays coming in from that Outlaw as well. I mean, we've seen Rage do magic with it. NV2K. A Guardian against Ceylon, who himself has one, and his will be the better one at this. DUPG, a round that they really desperately require, is about to be taken away from them.
Spike planted.
A 2v4. I don't think there's even way for Caramel and Disease to go in. They are very potent players though. Can definitely bring the game back in, but is that the right combination? Not really.
Precisely. Easy. A recon. Got the inside, and that was a wall bangable box. Got the player away. What Caramel and the other guy could have done is basically save their weaponry for the next one, but they wanted to go in, and unfortunately they went out. 10-5. XCREW, they are finding their way
We
back.
have seen this.
Uh-huh.
We
Go
have
on, go on.
seen this exact same scoreline. We have seen 10-5. And we have seen the comeback happen from the side of DUPG. So, still not gonna call anything off. But yes, XCREW is definitely doing very, very well on this.
That's why I said that I want to go with XCREW for winning this slot to Grand Finals, because of the fact that the potential is there. It's just how you are going to cash in a particular map against a particular team. And lately, it seems like that they have got an idea what they need to do, how they need to do that. Boombot will get the info. Yup. Stun, damage, relay bolts. A-Star! He gets a benefit! Beautiful! A-Star finds 3k, NV gets up with the 4, and it's a thrifty being pulled off from DUPG. Oh my god, that's why I say that whenever they are pinned to the wall, then only they break that wall and they emerge victorious.
They've gotten themselves out from the rubble. DUPG ready for yet another fight. This time around, they will have everything in their favor that they need. But being on the defensive side, being on Sunset, Let's see how they work this through.
Take this. Gotta go.
NV2K, way too proactive.
Look at Aziz. He's waiting for his teammates' call.
I'm out of here.
I think they can relocate. It's like now they do know that there are multiple players out here on A main. They can relocate. What are they even trying to do? They're trying to fight back. Maybe won't go far. NV2K spots. The flashpoint worked. Cypher is still out there. It's Ash. He's still holding the mid. Look at home. There is timing that is going to work. There is absolute perfection of a timing that is going to work. And Hybrid is going to find its Ash. Last individual is going to be that Omen who's there with the spike. Name is Arjun. Pulled off an ace in the first map of this BO3. Can he do it again?
Shadows
A
traveling.
1v3 is as the situation stands. Arjun, we've seen him ace before. Will we see him bring this round back for his team again? He's trying. Does a lot of damage, but does not
Oh, man.
get the win.
Envy. Envy is like, yeah, I'm here. I'm not. The way he kind of
Now you
provokes his
see me, now you
opponents is
don't.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's just so amazing because you kind of get the insight, you kind of show yourself and at the same point confuse your opponent. Brilliant strategy, honestly. I doubted that what value this Neon is going to bring, but it's all about how that Neon is being played. Enemy 2K. Agent in his hand is a Venom. A showstopper might change everything, but Envy 2K midair catches Silonov. Oh, this is not good. And a huge ultimate already out of their hands. From the shadow. Wants to go back to B. Orange on the other corner will shut down Envy 2K. Arjun. He comes out. He goes down.
Take flight.
One enemy remaining.
Still doable. Still doable. It's a 1v2. Karamal is gone.
One enemy
Rolling
remaining.
Thunder is on. He gets one more. Rage is still standing tall. He has to fight Hybrid though. He has to go in, find his frag. Hybrid will be able to relocate himself, will be able to use the paranoia. Does not work the way he wanted.
Shadows
A
traveling.
fake plant is what Rage is trying to do here, and he might just walk away. He's coming from the backsides of it. But Hybrid has an idea. He's looking at the backlines, but still just misses the point. And Rage will be able to put XCREW on 11th for this.
A rolling thunder and a lot of guts. That's all you need to pull off a 1v3. There you go. Rage is back. Beautiful. Beautiful play from his corner. Got the 3k and the value for the team because remember guys, if it would be a scoreline of 10-8, back and forth, if DUPG is getting 3 or 4 rounds back to back consecutively in their favor, then it means DUPG is the one who is going to build the momentum next. But it didn't happen. 11-7 is the scoreline. One step away from the series points, 2 from the grand finals. Let's see who's gonna bag it.
My camera is destroyed.
Could be either one. Could be either one. XCREW still dominating, still getting the numbers up for themselves, but the overdrive on that backline just scares me for them. A-Star will still be able to go ahead, convert those frags. The overdrive is online. NV2K could actually make this a very envious round for the side of XCREW. Arjun, ready in the backlines, will be fast lane. Overdrive goes into action, and this is yet again a round that DUPG was able to squeeze for themselves. And 11-8 as the scoreline stands.
Gotta go.
I don't know, man. In some rounds, I'm super impressed with XCREW, and in another round, I'm like, yeah, you are just another team. Honestly, making small mistakes, trying to prove yourself useful at the same point, getting those lethal angles not covered. Hey, look at this. Why would Rage and Koranj peek in that way? Just getting lined up for the shots. They could have utilized some utils, maybe put up a fault line or even a recon and boba and then eventually swing. Yeah, they just completely kind of got overshadowed in this particular round. Anyway, 11-8. Economical disadvantage clearly. Players have been spotted. Another recon. They do have sheriffs and classics to work with, so this one is not at all looking comfortable for the sides of XCREW. It's super comfortable for DUPG, and they might bring in the paranoia effect as well pretty soon. Hybrid patiently waiting to see some pixels.
A wait game, a long wait game is what it's gonna be.
Cover going out.
Both the teams being very cautious, not gonna be proactive, not gonna be pushing in. Just waiting for a mistake to happen from either side. Ceylon is still gonna stick his ground, still gonna wait it out. Envy. Lost a fight, lured a player. In the meanwhile, the team just goes up for a cleanup and it's left with a 1v4 for XCREW.
Seconds left.
How do you start a round that well and then not be able to convert it?
It's Saz running for that Vandal, wants to shut the player down. Yeah, they do have the spike control. They're like, we are not going to lose any more weapon. Cool.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, walked right into the trap. A-Star was waiting with the shorty in the hand. 11-9. Super close for the comfort. As I said, 2 rounds is what DUPG requires to be there. Pretty close to like XCREW, and XCREW also needs those 2 rounds so that they can be the winner of this bracket finals. Is it going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. As a caster, we are still blank because every single round there are certain mistakes done by one particular team, another one cashed in on the mistakes. Situations are like vice versa from both the sides, honestly.
Well, we'll soon find out who is gonna be more in the wrong by the end of this one, because currently XCREW is very close to that victory, but DUPG is just keeping on getting in their way. The shots are being fired, but none of them will connect yet. This is not the most comfortable situation for either of the teams.
There.
Put down.
11-9. XCREW loses one of their own. I mean, see, entering won't be that easy now. The Towel drone was able to get a lot of info, both about Rage and Ceylon as well. 30 more seconds. Still need to figure out which side they're going to hit. Probably a B hit.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, the tripwires are appointed, but they need to just push in. Ceylon finds A-Star. That's brilliant. Need to check out the timing. The timing game will happen. Rage shuts down Caramel as well. And Market, Hybrid, finds one. Flashpoint pushes in, but no values. Arjun, the last one, has to pull off a 1v3 again so that the team survives. What the timing on it. No, it's 11-10 already. Super close now. I mean, DUPG loves to play high-stake battles, I guess.
That they do. As we were talking even before, playing under pressure, if that had a face, it was a player from the side of DUPG that we named. So I guess DUPG is gonna find themselves a close enough position here as well. I'm not saying they'll definitely win, but I'm pretty sure they're very close to it. This timeout from the side of XCREW might just result into a more difficult situation for the side of DUPG, but then they have their own set of timeouts too. You could always count on that.
A good strategy to break that momentum. Also plan, plot, and figure out what's going wrong with them, how they can attack. Yeah. I mean, they can justify a scoreline of 11-11, but after that, 12-11 and 13-11 should be there from their corner. That's what XCREW is figuring out now. DUPG on the other corner, they know that they are very, very close. They're stepping on the nerves. They're putting up the pressure on Team XCREW. Despite the fact that XCREW has got the lead, they do know that the pressure is on for themselves because of the fact that DUPG, the way they play the last few rounds in a particular map is just so amazing. They kind of are very, very composed with their approach. Now that they're playing on the defense sides, they are the defenders. It's a defense favored map kind of. So I do think that DUPG has got the upper hand because of the angles that they play on. Now, the planning is done. Let's see what about the execution is different this time.
Cage triggered.
We shall soon find out how this one is gonna turn. Will XCREW find themselves closer to closing this series, or will DUPG find themselves closer to nullifying every advantage that XCREW has built so far? From 10-5 going all the way to 11-10, there's definitely a dent in the confidence of XCREW players, and you can see that. The caution, even after being on the attacking side, it's remarkable.
I mean, they don't have the economy right now. Caution is something which is very, very important for them. They need to like time their attack, figure out if they can rotate back or maybe push through mid. I mean, first of all, the most important stuff is going to be get some good picks. Create a dent on DUPG, and then you can fill in. On B side is just Cypher, which is holding. Name's Caramel. And he's got a very good angle to work with. Alright, it's a hit. And there's Fury coming in from the attacker's side.
30 seconds left.
Big ultimates being invested. Ceylon finds one. He can collect that Vandal. Neural Theft also invested. This is super good. This will change from here. Counter attack. As the Rolling Thunder Aftershock and all. They need Disease finds one. Caramel gets two of his own. Last man standing also goes down. A big play in their minds. But eventually even a shorter outcome in the game.
Right there.
And 11-11. This is where we're standing at the end of it all. We knew it. We knew it. This one was not going to be easy. This one was not going to be one-sided. This one was not going to be anywhere comfortable for either of the teams. But from here, whoever gets the first round might just be able to literally close this off without an overtime coming in play. Being the one who's setting up the lead instead of chasing is going to be important. DUPG very close to the marker, but still has been chasing the scoreline so far. This is their moment to rise and shine.
It is.
Cover going out.
B hit is something that they are very proactive about. Every now and then they go for it. Rolling Thunder, beautiful. The Omen is pretty fused, concurs and whatnot, but Envy follows up. Oh my god. All it takes is a good precision and some good support from their team. They can shut down a hefty ult like that, but Envy is super low. Has been tagged. But Envy could have spotted Sova. Why didn't he?
Last player standing.
Breach, Rage, the last one. Flashpoints, a lot of utils. This is the round that they need. Rage, you need to fill up.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, he did. Mage Punk in the hand, and he gets a value. Waiting for the fall line to work. Oh, actually, the flashpoint. Interesting. Shock dart, but he's still sticking. Ooh! Caramel!
They could have had it all.
Let's finish this already.
Oh, they could have had it all.
Just-
This was just so disheartening. Yes.
Yeah, he just decided to like. He just decided that he is going to just stick. That Aftershock is not going to do anything to him. We are a Cypher, not a Neon, which can just completely run out and eventually come back.
I will find you.
Half diffusal was sufficient, more than sufficient, I believe. After that, they could have like just left the spike and
Was that-
come back into the mix. Yeah.
Was that Caramel being Sayonara
Okay.
and failing at it?
Yeah. Seems like that. Which that is going to hurt Ceylon. Showstopper. They need to get a good entry. They have got it. Nobody's gonna get tagged with that showstopper. Well, we live in, guys. It could be a deja vu for us. Neural theft. Ramal pushes in. Asa finds one more. Salon has been taken down. Oh my god. It is an OT, guys. It is an OT. It seems like that. Highly likely. Yup. That's it. Easy. Flawless.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Switching sides. Overtime.
DUPG. Now that they've pushed everything all the way till the overtime, if they don't make it through, it's definitely gonna be upsetting. But I can say one thing for sure, it's not gonna be a single overtime story. It's not gonna be a 14-12 for either side.
Yeah. I think that's possible. Because it's like one round you can take it away, another one we are going to take it. It's the cat and mouse chase that has been there for this whole map. 24 rounds are done, still no conclusion. Remember, guys, it's the decider map, and in that we are in the overtime right now. Beautiful.
Right
But
here.
now the defensive half is there with XCREW. They were good. They were good with the defense, no doubt in that.
Down.
Were able to pull out 7 rounds in their name. Similar things happening from the sides of DUPG as well. But the question is, what is DUPG going to do next? Is there something different coming in from their corner? Do they have a different strategy this time? They've flooded the mid. They want to push in.
Look at
Paranoia.
Karamel's position. He might be able to find Arjun. Arjun has to walk away. They're pushing the players farther and farther back into the defensive spawn. Envy losing a lot of HP, but still in the winning side of it.
Spike down. B.
The number of players will keep on equalizing one after the other, but Envy will still find the third for himself, getting the team in a very optimal position. His overdrive is online as well. Now it's not going to be an easier retake entry for the side of XCREW. Look at that sneaky move coming in from the side of Envy. He will still be able to find Salon. He does get a little bit of a hit, but no. Salon fights back. It's still a 2v2. They need to make sure that nobody is peeking unless they have to.
Outline awaited. It is going to be there. Both the players have been stunned. Timer is running low.
Remaining.
Ah, they tried to swing.
Look at that.
They have been taken down. Vandal.
Camera team.
Hand. Easy. Easy for DUPG. 13-12. Once again in OT. These guys just outshine their opponent.
Switching sides.
That they do. That they do. I do want to see XCREW come back into it as well, though. Because
There.
14-12, I mean, yeah, it's an OT, but this is just such good Valorant. I don't want to see it
This
stop.
goes here.
Yeah.
Here.
So cutthroat. Every single round we get to see a different play coming in. And look at this. 25 rounds done. Nobody is close to 30 frags. 25 and 21 is where the top fraggers of both the sides are sitting at. Ace have pushed in. Paranoia reverted with a paranoia of their own. Lines coming through. Gorange fights back. ASR has been compromised. DUPG, they lose their initiator. One initiator to be precise. Pretty important one to be precise. Spy cam. Get the info. So much of a damage on that Omen. Not enough to put him to sleep.
Salon is very low
Oh,
as
the
well,
timing.
though. Disease found him. Caramel will take him. The way the crossfires are being set up is amazing. However, the fight back from the side of XCREW here will be just reigning supreme. It's a 2v4. Envy with that operator. Has a position, gets a frag, will run away as he should. A 3v2. The numbers are still in the favor of XCREW, but for how long? For really, really long. For till the end of this round. A 13-13.
Switching sides. Overtime.
13 all. Beautiful. I mean, I don't know how the lower bracket round 3 is going to top it off. But yeah, the upper bracket finals, it looks super amazing now. 13-13 is the scoreline right now. 3
Go, go, go.
more OTs maybe? I don't know how much they're going to extend, how much they're going to push. 26 rounds are done, guys. Phantom Supremacy might be coming in now. Bro. What is Envy doing? Head control is under their OS, and now they're trying to push in. Market is also pretty much locked in. These pain shells damage the players a bit. But is he going to check the corner? He did. Is he going to find value? No, not at all. Once again, Rage becomes the last one standing, and Envy is going to find a 4K. We just give a little bit of a space to this guy, and he's just going to flood in, put the whole team down to sleep, and demand a lead for his team. And that's exactly what he's going to get now. Envy 2K, beautiful, both with the gun and the ult.
That he is. This might very well be claiming the end of this particular series, though. I think DUPG is ready to go from here.
I'm out of here.
I would love to see them being challenged, but I can definitely see the colors roll in.
Blinding.
Ceylon.
Flashes.
A-Star has lost way too much HP.
Taken out.
Oh, Envy!
What did we just see?
Oh, I think this could be it, guys. Maybe a 15-13 now. That could be it.
This is a post plan that is being rocked by Caramel. Is he gonna move in for the backstab?
Remaining.
He doesn't have to.
There you
He
guys.
doesn't have
Yep.
to, because A-Star, even with the 4
Defenders
HP, will get his final frag in here. This is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
A closure has been delivered from the sides of DUPG. They're like, yeah, it was a cat and mouse chase, but we are the one who are going to win it. And 15-13, I mean 28 rounds. 28 rounds it took to tell us who is the better one. Obviously, when it comes to XCREW, as I said, that as an individual, they are popping off. There are certain individuals like Shilon and other individuals in every single round. Every now and then, they are just figuring out how to get that output done, how to retaliate, like Goransh, if we talk about him. In a lot of rounds, he did something wonderful. But as a team, that is exactly where DUPG is going to prevail every other team, I believe, in the lobby. To be honest, what a beautiful play from their corner. Now, obviously, they are in the grand finals. They are in the top 2. So, remember that.
Absolutely, but let's take a look at all of the moments that built up this particular match, because there's going to be quite a few, considering it was that big of a match.
Yeah, there are a lot of moments, no doubt in that. Be it the early fights, the early chaos, some misses that were there. XCREW, they started off good by winning 2 pistols, the pistol round and also the bonus buy round, but after that, the follow-up that came from the sides of DUPG. DUPG was always on par, and slowly but steadily, XCREW also came back into the mix, and the later part of the first half completely went under the favor of XCREW.
That it did. However, once we started seeing XCREW, dominating on their own side, and then DUPG just chasing it, it started feeling like they might just have an upper edge on it. But then again, the distance DUPG covered, after that, it just became very evident that DUPG was not going to let this map go, not going to let this series go. They just wanted to stay on a place where they could have one full day of a break before the finals show up.
Yeah, they can plan for the next step, and they can wait to see who is their opponent as well. For now, of course, when it comes to these crucial moments, we got to see a lot of mistakes done by the sides of XCREW, specifically when they were trying to work as a team. That's exactly where we got to see the trouble coming in for the sides of XCREW. DUPG on the other corner, always whenever we talk about retaliation or we talk about the support coming in, it was there. But the biggest X factor that DUPG had in this map was Envy and his Neon.
That is true. That is true. Envy on Neon definitely put DUPG on a very advanced stage, Envy does not use Neon just as a duelist. He uses Neon as everything, as a decoy, as a distraction, as everything that you could possibly use Neon as. He not only brought home some rounds, but also got quite a lot of set plays for his teams to be built up around himself. So, literally used his own agent as a prop for so long.
And not just as a prop, but I do believe that whenever situation demanded, he just got in, got the value beat, the ultimates or the shorty or the vandals. Every particular angle which was covered up by Envy was useful at it. And in like 28 rounds, I can say like at least 10 to 12 rounds were there with a 1v3 or a 2k. No, not even 1v2, I believe 1v3. And at least 10 to 12 rounds from the sides of Envy. That is how beautiful he was. Talking about the scoreboards, guys, yes, it's a 15-13 scoreline. That means DUPG is the one which is moving into the grand finals. A-star, beautiful. He takes the top spot of MVP. Envy definitely was up there with the frags, and when it comes to ACS, that's exactly where A-star is going to snag the battle. Ceylon on the other corner outperformed, but my complaints again with Arjun, because the way he popped off in the first map never really came through in this one. What about its Ash? Look at this, 11 frags, 24 deaths, and as a Cypher, just 4 assists.
True that. I mean, I do believe that from the side of DUPG, the way the whole team was coordinating with each other and showing up to those battles is just completely one of the biggest reasons that DUPG was able to get themselves back out all the way from 10-5 to 15-13, where they found themselves the victory that they needed. I mean, imagine they had 8-round win streak with only 3 given away to XCREW, and that too very, very hardly. Like, the amount of difficulty XCREW had to face to get those 3 rounds was unimaginable. But yeah, DUPG did find themselves in the best of it. And well, let's take a look at the MVP with a lot of surprise. I mean, I cannot guess who it is. Can you?
It's A-star. I mean, it was always kind of the way his ACS was telling us that he really outperformed his whole lobby was pretty much evident. 278 ACS and 4 first kills as well. Damage, look at that damage. More than 5,000. Now, we don't often see this number being crossed. 5.3k, that's huge. Headshot percent still 20%, that's amazing. ADR is 191. Now my question is, who is the MVP of the series? Because we have seen so much. Maybe it's Envy, maybe it's
Ceylon. I'm sure MVP of the series is Ceylon. I'm sure. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I think it's Ceylon.
He was consistent in the last 3 maps, but let's see who's the MVP. It's Caramel. Okay,
never mind
no
me.
Ceylon,
never mind me.
No Envy, no Gorons, nothing. It's Caramel. Always.
14
at the end,
kills.
yeah, at the end, whenever you want to talk about the top spot, Caramel will be there. Headshot percent. You saw the first kills. I saw the first shot percent. 62%. Damage of more than 13,000. That is going to give him the advantage in the level up leaderboard as well, I believe.
Absolutely. I mean, not only the level up leaderboard, also the most MVPs leaderboard. I mean, he's climbing quite a few peaks right now. Let's take a look at the top 4 MVPs on that note, because I think he's definitely gone up there. Yeah. Wait, I believe it should be. Oh yeah, never mind. Series MVP does not count. He did not get any series MVP, any map MVPs. Yeah. Ooh, does not change his position at all. I almost forgot about that.
But he's up there. He's there in the top 4 MVP. So yeah, maybe in the next match, which is going to be the grand finals, he might climb the ladder. But for Team DUPG, the best part is that they can now enjoy the whole action of lower bracket, see what's happening in the lower bracket finals as well. They can know who is their opponent. That's the best part for them, I believe. But yeah, let's have a look at the brackets as well, guys, because in the upper bracket finals with the 2-1 scoreline, XCREW is the one which is dropping down. They're waiting in the lower bracket finals, waiting to see who is going to win. Is it Asterix or Arabata Esports? This action will also happen, guys, today at like maybe 3:30 p.m. So we'll get to see that action as well. And on the other corner, when it comes to DUPG Esports sitting comfortably in the grand finals, they can see that lower bracket action, the lower bracket finals action, and they can build their strategies on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's definitely going to be one of the more important matches because from here we will be bidding goodbye to one of the teams, and that team will not get any chunk of the prize pool. But everyone that remains after that will have a contestant for the grand finals. So
Yeah.
let's see how that turns out.
Yeah, we'll get to see that, no doubt in that case. But this was the Esports of Presidents Showdown Series Season 6 of Valorant, powered by Crucial by Macron. Our GP partner is Zote Gaming, and the media partner is BO3. We'll be back, guys. We'll be back shortly with the second stream of the day number 4, and it will be the lower bracket round 3. So stay tuned.
When are you gonna upgrade your system? Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.